Okay, guys, welcome back to Echoes of Mazzano. Ridding the Rot, Art 2 of Echoes of Mazzana. We are back with the Shadow's End, who just made full, uh, a friendly acquaintance in the Pasticcio, which his name is Zimit. That's what you guys have found out so far. I don't think you guys have learned too much more about him so much. Except he does believe he's being chased by the people he's been terrorizing. So he assumed you guys to be mercenaries sent after him in the first place, which is why you guys had a bit of a little of attacking each other right at the beginning when the trees were also attacking you. But now you guys have been able to speak at least a little bit. You guys rested within the temple, took that short rest. I'm hoping everyone had adjusted all their short rest things that they get back. And you guys were able to, experience a moment where Z lost control, or at least seemed to go crazy within the shadows of this twisted and darkness-infested temple here. Now, the shadows that came and started to attack you guys got Karhale pretty good here and there. So Karhale's got a little bit of the strength drain going on. She is down to half her normal strength, back to kind of a normal average person's strength, unfortunately. And as you guys went up, as Shy started to delve deeper to kind of follow a trail that he could see, that no one else could see, something in the ethereal realm that seemed to trail back upstairs, deeper into the temple. He went inside, which provoked Kanari to go after him. Eventually, both Z and Karhale coming as well. But you guys went upstairs. Shy ended up finding this giant stone door that was emanating faint, wispy hints of light, and very contrasting to the almost magical darkness that seems to have invaded this ruin here. The whispers of light seem to be a magic that was altogether unknown to Shy, especially from the perspective that he's been in the core scape and seen kind of the core of magic itself. So the fact that these seemed a little bit different and completely apart from what he's seen before was odd in of itself to him, which drew him closer. Now, Shy eventually got to the door with Kanari, who discovered that her dark blade. Actually, what is the name of that blade? I forget. Let me pull that up.
What is it called? I actually don't know.
It's called the...
I should write this down.
The Janlu. The Janlu. So the Janlu, which was translated from your learning of the only language, the Abyssal there. It translates to Well of Darkness. I knew that name. I couldn't remember the
Love it.
Janlu.
So this Well of Darkness seems to absorb some more of these shadows that have infested this ruin here, absorbing about 5 or 6 of them.
It was only 4. It was only 4.
Oh, it was only 4. Let me note that down, actually. That's good to know.
Or was it 3? It was only 3 or 4, because you said 2 went in and then another, and I was like, I'm gonna close it then. So it was only it was like 2, it was like 3 or 4 at most.
I believe it was 4, but you're correct. I do remember that. Yeah, so absorbing some of these creatures to Janlu. And Kanari was not fully able to put it back in until she ended up using the light that emanated from the door against the blade itself, since the blade seemed to be weakened by this light. So she forced it into the light, fighting against it to shove it back into its sheath. The flute music playing all the while. Now, after that, Shy and Canary are able to force the door open a few feet. It takes a lot of strength, but they're able to do so. It seems like some of the rubble has been, maybe the hinges on the door had been broken at a time. It passed as well. But it opened into a bright white, stone white room, carved with beautiful, intricate designs that give the sense that this is a place of worship, though to whom it worships, you're not sure. But you guys were able to kind of examine it a bit. And at the center of the room, there's this small pillar, atop of which a tiny flame of pure white sits. This pure flame of light there seems to flicker and tremble, but it doesn't sit atop anything except that it's floating in the air atop this pedestal. Now, the pedestal itself is protected by a bunch of runes, some sort of trap as well, in which case Karhale, turning into a little ferret, or a little squirrel, I believe, had made her way through this intricate little maze that seemed to be made for someone who could shapeshift or change their size, since the whole thing was to get you closer through the maze of runes that a normal-sized person would never be able to do. Now, she tries to put in the little code, ends up exploding and getting thrown out. But Shy ends up doing it a second time with Karhale looking over his shoulder, showing him what to do, and they're able to make it through the trap itself and disarm it. In that moment, Shy scrambles up the pillar as his little ferret self and touches the flame, and that's where we begin. Meanwhile, however, before we begin there, downstairs, the Pasticco, Z, had been walking away from the room because it had...
Here, by the way.
Oh, he's here? Okay, perfect. I just looked. I don't see him, though. He doesn't seem to be...
Jared! Are you in?
Jared!
Jared!
I heard him sit down like 2 minutes ago, so I thought he would have been by now. I'm a liar. I don't care. He's in the middle of eating.
Got you. Okay, just let me know when he's coming.
Are you listening at least?
No.
Okay, you gotta listen.
Our respective husbands. Nathan, don't worry. You're fine. So we have, okay, where was I?
You were going over what he was doing, and I thought maybe he might want to be there.
Meanwhile, Z was in the process of walking away from the room because it kind of spurned him almost, or at least he hit, like, his whatever churning darkness within him powers his abilities here. Also hates and rejected the light itself that emanated from this room. So he went back downstairs, and while doing so, he overheard a bit of scuffling from below the ruins on the ground floor there. And we'll see what comes of that when he comes back. But upstairs, though, Shy, you touch the little flame and everything goes white. There's a burst of white light that just surges around you, slamming into, well, it's just light. It's actually not a force. So you're not actually thrown back, Karhale. So there is light. So there is that. The light itself, though, is like a sort of flash grenade, we'll say. So Karhale, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw. And Shy, you already failed your wisdom saving throw. So go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw as well.
Oh, this doesn't bode well. Natural 1.
Oh no, that does not bode well at all. So this flash grenade,
we may have to run.
It flashes so bright, it's blinding. It's like staring directly into the sun, except the sun being like right next to you. It burns through your eyes so fast. Shy, what's your roll?
22.
22. Okay. Actually, I should have told you this before. Roll one more time and see what you get this time. It should be at disadvantage because you're right there.
I don't need to roll at disadvantage.
Jared is here, by the way. 9.
Jared is? Nice. 9. Okay. So the both of you in this context, Shy, because you're right there, and Karhale, you end up looking, not closing your eyes in time as the flash hits, but you are blinded, both of you. You're not sure when this will end, but as you guys are blinking it away and you stumble back, Karhale, you also take damage, radiant damage from this as it shoots out. So that's going to be a good bunch. You guys are like it. The light itself seems to burn the front of your guys' faces, the front of your guys' clothes. It's so bright. It's so strong. I'm gonna roll these.
I'm gonna get my dice jail.
So, Shy, you're blinded. Karhale, you guys are both blinded. For the duration, you're not sure which, but you guys do take.
Not that much.
38 points of radiant damage. Actually, Karhale, your
unless it's less than 33, I'm down.
Yes, it's definitely 38. You guys both failed the saving throw, so it hits you guys. It comes out of nowhere. This radiant damage burns so bad. You go down. Everything goes dark for you, Karhale, and Shy. Are you still
My
up?
little fairy goes poof.
Damage. You do go poof, and you shift back into your larger size. That was loud thunder. And that's the sound that the radiant energy made as it shoots out. Now, Kanari, you can't see. So,
Jared's
but you also
chuckling.
down the hall. Actually, you would clarify that you had gone down the hall. So you're actually safe from the outpouring of light that sparks up here. Okay,
And she's blind.
now,
Yeah, it wouldn't. I'm blind. It doesn't matter to me. That's
Shy.
true.
Yeah, you're blind. That's true.
Karhale is down. Love it. This is great, guys.
Your wisdom saving throw, Shy. Everything goes dark for you as well in this moment, but you also do hear. You don't actually hear it. Instead, it fills your soul in this moment. Just this one. You feel these words that come up and out of your throat, and you hear yourself speak it before you even. They're not your words. They're just the words that are forced into you in this moment. But you speak, I forgive you. And it just comes out of your mouth. Now, those words that burn through you, you start to see a different visual in front of you. You stumble back in your actual form as you've shifted back out of your ferret form. But as you stumble back and you're blinking, you're not actually blinded in this moment. You can actually see, except you're looking at some sort of horizon. It's got this purplish haze across this horizon. You can see churning waters over a cliff in the distance. But this is not the horizon that you walked in the ruins from. That was forestry. That was thick forestry of Elfkar. This is, roll me a nature check or a survival check. No, history or a nature check. Hello, Z. Welcome.
A 5 nature.
Hello.
A 5 nature check.
Wow, Nathan. You need better dice.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're looking upon. The only thing you know is it's unfamiliar. You have never seen this horizon of mountains before. This cliffside, these churning waters. It is unfamiliar to you entirely.
Am I surrounded entirely? Like if I look behind me, I'm surrounded by it as well?
You actually can't move the viewpoint. As you turn, you're still you're looking at the same exact horizon line. The viewpoint is not changing. It's almost like you're looking, but it seems to be alive. Like what you're looking at, it's not just a static picture. You're looking at a scene. It's like you're looking through a window, but you can't change the angle of that window because that window is static. It's permanently fixed. But you can't move it. Every time you shift, nothing changes to the view that you see through your eyes right now. Roll me an insight check.
Oh.
6.
6. You have no idea what's going on with your eyes right now.
David, get out of text.
Yeah. You have no idea what's going on with your eyes right now. All you can tell is that you're looking at a completely foreign horizon.
If I try to speak, can I speak of my own volition?
What do you say?
Hello?
You hear your voice echo within the small room, this stone room that you had been in. It sounds the same as when you were here before, and the scent is the same. You can hear Karhale's breathing as she is presently passed out on the floor next to you.
It's just the imagery is changed. Like, this is illusion, basically.
Yeah. You don't know. It's like your insight failed, so it might be an illusion. You're not really sure what you're seeing out of your eyes right now, but it's not this room. So you are blind to this room and what's around you at this moment. But when you open your eyes, you can see this surrounding landscape, this purple landscape.
But my other senses are still grounded.
Yeah, your other senses are still grounded. You wave your hand in front of your face. You can't see your hand.
Oh, I can move?
Landscape. You can move. Sorry. When I said you couldn't move, I'm saying your viewpoint cannot move. When you turn your head, you're seeing the same exact angle of the landscape in front of you. So it's like you're looking through a window and can't change that viewpoint.
Okay. What if I go to the like the wall and touch it?
Which wall do you go to? The one behind the pedestal that you just fell away from, or one of the ones to your left, right?
Is the pedestal still there?
The pedestal, you can move forward to try to find it. You have to kind of like wave your hand a bit, and then finally you knock against some stone, and you feel this marble pedestal still here. You wave your hand on top of it. The flame is gone. Roll me a D100.
Okay. Well,
wild magic table. We don't get that in this campaign a lot.
Oh, actually, sorry. It's just a D20, not a D100.
Oh, just kidding.
Misleading, sorry.
Totally horrible.
4.
A 4.
I'd rather you have rolled on the wild magic table.
A 4. Don't worry. This was on a table itself. It's not it's not a D20.
I'm still not comforted by that.
Shy, you feel this strength that fills you, like the warmth of the burning skin on the front. You're also sunburned, like if you were actually your stone, but like the front of your face and everything seems to be like eroded away a bit by just like the burning and the heat and everything of the radiant light that just like shined up in front of you and burst in front of you. So you are damaged, but in that burning sensation, it seems to like strengthen you a bit. Go ahead and add 2 to your strength score.
Screw you.
I know, the irony in this is really funny. Plus 2 to your strength score. There is no maximum to this. It can go above whatever your natural strength score is if you're at 20. So this is a new, this is to the score itself, not your modifier.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Okay.
Go ahead and write down, Nathan, in relation to that, wherever you want to put this in your notes, go ahead and put Blessing of Strength For touching this flame, you've gained a boon.
Nice. Good job, Shy, I guess. Now we're gonna never be able to get him to not touch things. It's fine.
He's just like from that.
Carhale is still unconscious by you, by the way, Shy. Carhale, go ahead and roll me a
what
death saving
I've been
throw.
trying to do. I've been trying to get to her.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. A lot of this has happened within seconds of this happening. You feel yourself strengthening a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I'm just saying you had me walk to the pedestal and everything. I was gonna find her.
Well, more so, you didn't necessarily need to walk. It's not a very big room. It's about 15 feet across. But you were right in front of it. You just got knocked back.
Yeah.
When you turned back into your normal self. Carhale's right on the floor next to you. She's within reaching distance.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will attempt to stabilize her.
Okay. So you reach down and you're patting her. And as you look upon purple waves of water churning and crashing against these cliffs, you cannot see her below you as you're trying to look at her. There's nothing you can't see. So go ahead and roll me a medicine check at disadvantage as you try to stabilize this woman blind.
I mean, you have the wand of cure wounds.
It has one charge left, and you told him not to do it because it'll explode.
I did tell him not to do it.
You can do it, but it'll explode.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, what am I doing?
We have healing potions too if you need.
That is true. Healing potions might be good in this too. But your medicine check initially, as you try to stabilize her, you roll with disadvantage. You just need a 10.
Oh, I didn't need to. You said medicine check. What is that?
Medicine.
5.
5. You are not able to stabilize her. Do you have a health kit? Do you have a healer's kit?
Carhale does.
I mean, I have a bunch of healing potions and healing crystals and greater
break
healing
one
potions.
Okay, you should just dump one into her. Yeah, exactly.
We don't want another Neek situation, thank you.
What happened with Neek?
Shy failed
Neek?
3 medicine checks in a row to stabilize Neek.
Died.
And ended up having to use the Aeltress to revive him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that. I assume I'm rolling another death save before this?
Yes. Go ahead and
ask that.
Well, this will be the new one. The original. Did you already roll the other check?
Yeah, I sent it to my secrets.
Oh, perfect.
I sent the first one.
I see. Okay, Shy, you failed the first one. Did you pour a healing potion into her?
I gave her a healing potion, yeah.
Okay, so you feel around on your belt. You know vaguely where it's at, and you feel the potion, pulling it out, pouring it into her mouth. And Carhale, you blink awake, and you cannot see.
Great.
You are just blinded. Whereas Shy can see some other place entirely in front of him, you cannot see. Everything is dark for you.
Great. This is fine. Canary?
Canary, you in this other place as well?
She does not see this other place.
Oh, she doesn't. Okay, then I can hear her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? What's going on over there?
Well, I can't see. And
hey!
this isn't...
You get used to it after a few years. It's fine.
I don't think I want to, but we need to get out of here.
You have a choice? Okay, anyway. So wait, okay, then you want me to come lead you out? I can't go in there. Just follow the sound of my beautiful voice. What?
Nathan, how many hit points did you give me?
Oh, that's right. What is it, D4?
Is this a regular healing potion?
Yeah.
2d4 plus
2.
2. Thank you.
If we've got a combat impending with the guys coming up the stairs,
8.
I'm out of the game. I'm not going to be. I have 8 hit points, and my strength modifier is a 0.
Do you get a wild shape left?
1.
Wild shape into something that doesn't use strength, as it's.
Well,
Oh,
it doesn't
it can
matter.
be strength.
that's that
Strength
which
doesn't
creature.
matter.
Oh well
Yeah.
then.
I can
Yeah.
wild shape into like a bear, but when the hit points run out, they run out.
It's true. It is what it is. Do you want to down some more healing potions right now, if you'd like?
Wild shape into something small and get in my pockets.
What
and
is coming
fly
up the
away,
stairs?
But shy.
I thought it was Z that's coming up the stairs.
Mm-mm.
Well, as of now, Kanari, Korhale, and Shai are not aware of what's going on downstairs.
That was more of a meta note that Karhale is
You're perfectly fine.
absolutely useless in the upcoming couple minutes here.
It's okay. It's okay. You have other people who can
I'm
fight.
also-
They can take
I'm
the brunt.
also blind,
That too.
so I can't see. So all of my attacks will be at disadvantage. And my strength score is again my modifier is a 0.
Shy can see you. It's fine.
And Shy took the freaking strength buff, and I have
It's
0.
Yeah. You weren't touching the flame itself, so no plausible boon for you. I'm sorry.
All I'm saying is that Karhale and Shy both now have things that bump their primary stat DM. So if you ever feel like wanting to dish things out to Kanari, I mean,
this is bringing.
Well, she has a permanent thing. This is just a temporary.
Oh, is yours not permanent?
No,
mine's not not permanent.
Shy's
It's
permanent.
from my
Karhale's is. Karhale, you
No,
have
Karhale's from her weapon.
She has a weapon.
Mine is from my
Yeah.
weapon. So if I ever lose the weapon, I lose
guess
the
we'll
buff.
Oh, sure. If you
Find
lose
out
the
if
weapon.
yours is permanent, Shy, but I feel like yours is permanent.
Boons.
Yeah,
are
I
generally
was
not
gathering-
permanent.
I was gathering that it was
I was
permanent.
gathering it was, but we'll find out.
You'll find out.
Okay.
Either way, okay.
I'm fine.
Well, just be prepared if you need to. Just wild shape into something small, and I'll fly you out of here. You know what I mean? Like that's I don't know. Granted, I don't know what we'll do about Shy, but
I'll
Okay.
go to the far end.
It's kind of sinking in now. I'm really freaking out here.
okay.
Now I'm not
well,
only blind, I can't do anything.
if I go up to the edge, is the light still there? Like, do I still feel the?
You can't quite. Well, I guess you could feel kind of a
I can
warmth.
feel the repulsion.
You do not feel any warmth as you get closer to the room.
Is my sword freaking out?
Do you tug on it to see if it will?
I'll
'Cause
tug on my little one.
while it's locked away, it doesn't.
I'll tug on my little one, the one on my side.
Oh, well, you couldn't even enter the room before because of the yeah. Yeah, you walk to the edge and you pause for a second, expecting to be pushed back a bit, but nothing happens. You step through.
Okay, well, I'm guessing you guys did something with the light.
Shy
Apparently,
did something.
I'll go
with the
towards
light,
the far wall. And see.
and
if
now
I
I'm blind.
I'll take Karhale's hand and kind of try to guide
I'm
her. towards the
blind
door.
and weak.
Do we see
is-
Shy?
Very unnerving for Karhale. Two things, like taking away a lot of her defenses here. What did you say, Canary?
Is Shy in here?
You
Shy.
can sense him. Yes, he is.
Shy.
He's presently at the center of the room.
We gotta go, Shy. I don't know what you did, but I think we gotta go. You're messing
Well, I
with
was gonna go
someone
to
here.
the end of the room first, the far wall, and see.
Far wall. Okay, you walk up to the far wall behind the pedestal. You touch it. You can feel engravings and beautiful designs all over the wall.
Mm-hmm. So I am curious. So how does this blindness interact with my immunity to being blind? Like, or my, not immunity, but my robe.
Oh,
Your
your
robe?
robe.
Your robe is presently Nothing. Yeah, you cannot see anything. You are blind. The robe is now moot. You are looking through a new set of eyes, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
You're not even using your eyes. Whatever your eyes can see, you can't. Like, your eyes are blind. Kanari, you can smell like something singed along like the front of their faces and stuff. And roll me a medicine check, Kanari.
Oh, goody. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. 16 plus. Hold on. My medicine's crazy good. 24. I've never used medicine. What the heck? Okay, so 24.
The fronts of their faces smell like singe and burn, and it smells pretty bad, like the scent of it.
Okay.
But even then, you can even detect a hint of like burnt sclera, or the whites of their eyes and stuff, like the front of the eyes. You get the sense that the entire front of their eyeballs were burned. If you could see right now, you would probably be seeing like almost blackened. It's quite bad. It's not that painful though. From Karhale and Shai, you guys feel like you guys got sunburn on the front, but anything worse than that, you're not necessarily feeling like 3rd-degree burns necessarily, like Kanari is smelling here.
Dude, our new group name will be the Three Blind Mice.
And Zim.
And Zim.
You mean the butcher or the person who cuts off their tail? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, never mind.
I'm going to pull out my sending stone, not the Narcissus one. I'm going to grab my my Jaskier sending stone.
What's he doing?
Hey Jess, small problem. No one's dead yet, but can you get a cleric for when we return? Not the seer. Also
the angel. I need my health. I need my hearts, my soul points back.
Sorry, too late. I'm already running out of words.
Yeah, it's fair.
Wait, say it. What did you say again?
Me?
Okay, here wait.
I'll go.
Okay.
You said, "Hey, Jazz, small problem."
Small problem. No one's dead yet, but can you get a cleric for when we return? Not the seer. Also, I love you.
You hear immediately back. Yes, yes, I can pay for it. Car? Wait, what's happening? Are you okay? Yeah, I'll pull someone over. The angel or someone.
Yeah.
Where are you? But there's no ability to respond, and you can hear as he's saying it. He also recognizes the futility of him even asking, but the natural response.
He always does that. He always asks open-ended questions. That's not what these are for.
I'm gonna call them over, and then I'm gonna start unrolling my tapestry.
Okay. So you guys are all together. Karhale is talking to Jas and everything. Kanari, you're
I'm holding her up.
Yeah. And Shai, you said, what are you doing? You're pulling out your tapestry?
I'm gonna start unrolling my tapestry, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he had it strapped to his back this whole time, because that's what Shai does. But he pulls it off and he starts to lay it across the ground within this white stone room. And you lay it down. Do you activate it for the one time today?
I'll begin to, activate it.
Okay. With that in mind, shifting downwards. Z. You are downstairs. You walked away from the room because it repelled you, or perhaps you repelled it. But as you're moving downwards, you do overhear a scuffle. You're at the bottom of the stairs, going to the ground floor. Oh, no. Sorry. You're at the landing of the stairs to the floor that your kind of self-made quarters were set up. It's on the far end of this second floor here, but you're on the landing there, but you hear the scuffle from down below, from the ground floor. Do you keep going downstairs? What do you do?
Shoot. So they're inside of the building.
From what you can tell, at least one individual is. You can roll me another additional perception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. 18.
18. Okay. This time you can hear two other individuals.
Oh, shoot.
At least. But you've had multiple people sent against you in the past.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily unnatural. Normally they're pretty low level like thugs that are hired and everything to go after you.
So here's
But
my
it might
question.
be amping up since you killed Geraldo just recently.
So I'm on the landing. Where do the stairs to come up to that landing are? Are they over by where my little hideout's at, or is what I'm in currently just like a winding type of staircase where it just goes up and down?
It's not a winding staircase. So the layout for this place is pretty much a large rectangle. Where at the back of the main floor here, at the back of it, there's a staircase on both corners of the building. So you have a long hallway where there's a staircase up front and there's a staircase in the back. Each staircase leads up to each floor. So the second floor, the third floor. The only problem was when you were coming down before, you had caused a bit of a cave-in. And so one of the staircases has been filled in. So there's, so in essence, the one you're going down right now is the open staircase. The other one is filled in with rubble. Now, so it's a bit of every other. So this staircase goes up all the way, and the other one is cut off in one of the floors.
Can I work my way back and shoot that staircase?
You want to destroy it entirely so they can't get up?
So they can't. So they have completely. So they have a very hard time of getting up there. And I'm gonna go back.
All right, so are you cutting off your guys' ability to get down through the stairs?
Currently,
hey,
yes.
Honestly, you guys could probably get out some other way. That's really smart. Yes. I like the plan. Okay, so you move up the stairs. So you register. Okay, people are coming up. You turn around and you start pounding on the walls, trying to shove into some of the cracks, some of the looser bits. Go ahead and give me a survival and or nature check to determine the best options, basically the best choice in how to destroy this.
Oh, and how to destroy it. Okay, I was gonna say, could I just step back and Eldritch Blast it or something and see if that?
Yeah, actually, yeah, we can say that would actually work. The Eldritch Blast, does it do physical damage generally?
No, it doesn't do force
damage, which is weird to think about, but it is supposed to be it blows things up from the inside. If you think about it, force, I don't know how to explain it.
As long as it's force damage, that one tracks for me. Okay. If it were radiant or electrical or something like that, something that wouldn't be, a physical pushing kind of force, then maybe not. But since it is Eldritch, and you back off, you kind of get up to the landing you want to be. So, okay, so right now you're on the second floor. Do you just want to cut off this second floor and below?
Yes. I just want to I'm going back the exact way that I came from, and I'm going to let them know what my plan is to let them know what I did, so that way they don't have, the other people don't have a way up.
Got it. So, you back off, you shoot, boom, 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 a few times into the rubble, and you hear a bit of an outcry from down below. Roll me a perception check, Z.
11.
11. Okay. you can barely hear a muffled voice, but you don't recognize it. You can't hear enough of it to hear the words or anything of the value, the quality of the voice. But you do hear someone outcry as they hear the rubble, and you feel the shaking of the building. Upstairs, as Shai is laying out his tapestry, you guys feel the building shaking just a little bit. Z, go ahead and roll me a d20, just a d20, and this is going to determine how well the building's standing. Okay, so you feel the shaking, and you kind of pause a bit and hope like, oh, I hope I didn't bring it down. But then it settles. The rubble has filled in. You hear the roar of the stone as it's hitting against each other and knocking against each other and sealing up the ground floor staircase. And you're on the second floor landing. You move back upstairs to go tell them what's going on. But you seem to have put a barrier, a little dam in the flood here. So well done. You go upstairs. Shai, you lay out your tapestry and you set to activating it. It takes you a few minutes, but as the shaking stops and ends and then settles, you see Z coming up onto this third floor landing here. But Shai, your tapestry starts to glow. The runes themselves that are etched and embroidered into the fabric itself start to glow. And you open a portal to the little pocket of safe and refuge.
I will allow those to enter.
Oh, okay. So you activate it and name them as people who can enter. Do you also...
Not Zime is what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's what I was questioning.
So do you guys go inside is the question. Z's kind of getting up to the landing at this point. You guys can see him coming around the corner.
Actually, Kanari wouldn't ask.
No, we need him.
Need who?
Karhale, he's my friend and everything, but I think I need to. I have what's his name? Hania always said I had to be careful, and I usually am not, but I'm trying to be better.
No, Shai, we need this guy. We need him alive.
I already didn't write his name in. That was 2 steps ago. I'm already on step 23.
No, go back. We need him.
I'm already in step 23.
He kind of points at some of the chalk that he uses to add some of the missing magical runes to the rug itself to activate it to the tapestry. And you can see he's like pointing, I've already added your name and Karhali's name, and he's looking at the glowing runes. Like it is technically too late.
Oh, wait, really? He can't just change his mind at any given moment?
No, once he activates it, he names who can go in.
Shai, we need him alive. We can't just leave him here.
Oh, he won't die. I mean, we can come back out.
Well, we should probably tell him where we're going so he doesn't freak out and leave us.
Oh, hey. Oh. Okay, well, I can't see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's right there. I can hear him. I can smell... he smells a little bit like
I can smell you.
A bunch of guts. And also, I think he likes blue cheese too. So that's a pretty distinct smell.
He comes in, all he hears, I hate blue cheese.
Well, then, I don't know who you were making out with, but they like blue cheese.
Got a blue cheese that smells.
You can see this beautiful tapestry laying on the ground. It seems to be of a descent you're not familiar with, but it's glowing the faintest bit.
Cool map, bro.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah.
Oh, Shai and Karhale look like the fronts of their faces. It's rough looking. They look blackened.
Look like zombies.
Why am I the only one here who's stressed? Why is nobody else stressed? Why is nobody else freaking out? This is bad.
I mean, it's a beautiful ocean. Why should we be stressed?
Just DM, what I know.
There's an ocean here?
From this area?
Just
no one told me there's an ocean
breathe in the salty air, Karhale. It'll help relax your soul.
Z, what did you say?
I said from this level do I know of any any way of escape from this level?
This level, okay, so from what you know about, you haven't explored this top level because you've been afraid of the light, but the light has been dispersed. So it's actually very hard to see. Well, you can see through anything. So
I have 120 feet of
yeah. It is the light is completely gone right now. You do not see it anywhere. Roll me a perception check though.
4.
Okay, yeah, the light is completely gone. As far as you can tell, and it's completely filled in with darkness, and you can see some shadows at the distance kind of hovering and seeming to just kind of watch you and observe from a distance.
Can I ask them if they can point me to a way out?
You know inherently that they are not smart in that way. They would not, they wouldn't understand so much and like respond in a way that makes sense. But you can look around though. There's 2 hallways that branch off of where this doorway was. So you can go down one, the left or the right.
Yeah, I'll go down the left one, try to investigate.
Okay, so you go down the left hallway. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
D6. 1.
Okay, you come to a doorway that seems to be cracked, and it's another stone door, but this one seems to be cracked and destroyed. This room completely like caved in, probably earlier, you're not sure when, or maybe it happened just recently, or because of what you did, you're not sure. But this room has been caved in entirely. You can try the other side. There's no other room here. This is the room at the end of the hall.
I'm gonna try the other side.
Okay, so you walk to the other side. Roll me a d6.
4.
Okay, so this room, you come to the door and you try to push it open. It seems to be tough. Roll me an athletics check. The door doesn't seem like these stone doors seem to have been like just not taken care of. 10. Okay, you cannot force your way through, but you assume there must be a room on the other side. You'll need someone stronger than you.
Hey, big guy, you wanna come over here and help push this door open for me?
Shy, you can hear this voice, but your eyes had been distracted by some seagulls you can see in the distance flying near the cliff. However, you can hear Z's voice echoing down to you.
Oh, what are you doing?
There's a door over here. I wanted to open the door.
Oh yeah, I can try and open it.
Oh, and I forgot to tell all of you 3 standing here. Also, why are you all looking in weird directions?
Get to the point.
Right at you. She is probably the only one looking right at you. No, I'm just kidding.
General direction, Kanari. Karhale's looking off in a different side. Shy's looking off in a different side.
Well, there just that, there was some people in the lower part of this building that pretty sure were after me, so I kind of
yay!
It kind of cut off their way up here for now, so we're kind of stuck currently. But
wait, we're stuck here?
Great.
I mean, but there's a door that we could try to, get out of.
Okay. Or we could just ask Narcissus to get us out of here.
I don't know who that is.
Can he come in here and get us, Car?
I think so.
Yeah, let's try it.
Teleportation works
Shy,
inside.
what are you talking about with the freaking ocean?
What?
Are you call him? I'm gonna go try to open this door for him since, well, Karhala, you could be the blind weak one today, and I'll take your role, be the strong leader for just a little bit. Switch roles, right?
If I could see you, I'd hate you.
She's already walking.
Yeah, I'm going over to help as well.
Guys, it's not like a sending. Like, it's basically like I send him a blip and then he'll teleport us. So if anybody's not within, like 5 feet of me, you're gonna miss it.
Well, then just wait a second. There's a door.
You are, by the way, unsure
Wait a
how timely he's going to be.
Yeah, I was thinking it might take him a few seconds.
It might take him a bit.
Okay,
It'll let him know that you guys are ready, but he wasn't necessarily under the impression you guys were going to be in danger.
So we're going to need to
It's a quick
All right,
text.
I will drag you with us, Karhale. You can come with us, and then you can sit next to us while we open this door.
Why is nobody else freaking out?
As Kanari's leading Karhale, like arm, and Karhale's like, ah.
I've been in worse situations,
It's kind of relaxing if you think about it.
I'm pretty sure it's only relaxing if you're not thinking about it.
I've been nonstop trying to destroy my father's empire for the past year or so. So this is all new to me. Or sorry, this isn't new to me.
I've had dreams worse than this. Oh wait, no, I haven't. Never mind.
Oh my gosh. You guys get to the door though.
Left when I said we should leave, then I would be fine and I wouldn't be blind and I wouldn't have. Look at my arms. There's nothing there now.
How do you know?
Your arms are a lot less bulging by
like the SpongeBob thing where he blows up the arm.
Or the opposite, yeah. Shy, give me an athletic door.
Athletic check.
Mm-hmm. As Z kind of leads you and puts your hand against the door. And Z, you're kind of used to being the only one who can see in this scenario, so it's not necessarily different for you, like you said.
No, it's just funny to me.
Mm-hmm. Shy.
Go ahead, Nathan.
16.
16. Okay, yeah. You give a mighty hoof and a shove, and the door squeals as it's grinding stone against stone as you shove it inwards. You get it about a foot inwards. You'll have to give it another shove, but eventually you'll be able to get it open. Maybe it'll take about a minute or so, shoving till you get it wide enough. But yeah, Z, you can slip right in.
I'm gonna slip in.
Okay, you come into this room. It looks to be some sort of old. Roll me an intelligence check. So give me a history check or religion.
Not investigation.
Investigation can work.
Let's go. And that's really good. 25. 25.
Okay, yeah. You can tell this little area used to be some sort of herbalism tincture making spot. This room, it is definitely probably used for holy potion making and stuff way back when. It's completely, ruins now. It's definitely ruins now. But you can tell based on the counter space, the different types of shelving and everything, the broken glass that's laying on the ground, that it was probably something of that sort. You move through, though, and you can see a window on the far end. It seems to be blocked up by something. The light is not getting through, but you can tell that it's a glass pane on the other side. Maybe it's shuttered shut.
I want to know what's in the room first.
Wait, I didn't feel that.
Feel what?
The pane, the glass on the far end.
What do you mean?
Is this in the room?
We're in a different room. There was
new
door.
Room. You have walked to an all new room. Oh, you're saying feeling it within the room itself. You had felt the back. There was stone engravings and stuff, but you you didn't feel anything apart from that. Mm-hmm. When you get to this room, though, you can look through the room, Z. What are you looking for?
I just want to see if there's
anything useful.
I mean, this is still where my the old base or whatever for one of my family members. So I'm just trying to ransack it and see what's in there.
You know what? This is not an old base for one of your family members.
Oh.
The old base is somewhere nearby. You found these rooms just somewhere that you could kind of hunker down until.
Gotcha.
made your attack. So this whole building seems ancient to you. You can tell that this, especially with a 25 investigation here, now that you're actually like putting time into investigating it, you can tell that this building, it's old. Like most of the wood is rotten. The glass has been shattered. It doesn't seem like it was ransacked or anything like that. It just seems like normal wear and tear and probably storms. And you're just surprised that window, the glass is whole still, and that the building is still up as it is. It's old.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I could do like a quick little, I want to see if there's anything just like valuable, any sort of like, with it being like an herbalist type of room, checking to see for any like crafting materials, any potions, any whatever.
This is metagaming for Jared Loves Me.
and then work my way to the window because that's my main goal. But it's a little cycle, new room, yay!
Okay, go ahead and roll me a new investigation check.
Liz,
yes.
Does this place feel at all, I don't really know how, but just vibes, does it feel at all reminiscent to that tower that was standing in those pools with those floating coral beams?
The Gazuto Springs. Go ahead and roll me an insight check, just from the feel of the building.
Yeah, I don't know, like same influences, I don't know. What did I get?
Dirty 20 as well.
A dirty 20? Okay, so dirty 20, you do find what looks to be some really ancient little bottles, little vials somehow have survived the test of time. You find 4. So go ahead and roll me a D100.
Let's go.
Woo.
Nice.
41. Do you mean roll it 4 times?
No, just the one time.
Okay.
And so 2 of what you found seem to be familiar to you. They're health potions. So 2 of those are going to be, both of them are going to be regular health potions. And then these other 2 that you find are the same. What was the number that you got for the D100?
41.
41. Okay, so you find a tiny vial, 2 tiny vials that are filled with tiny butterflies.
That's so cute.
Like the butterflies seem to be swimming through the liquid. These tiny butterflies. They seem to be glowing like a pinkish reddish magical glow. And you're not sure what they might do upon ingesting, but in theory, you would ingest it, from what you can tell based on this.
That's so cute.
Mm-hmm. So add 2 butterfly potions.
Okay. And then what is is it for the 2 health potions? Is it just like a
2d4 plus 2?
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. DM, I got a 23 on my insight check.
23, you say? Okay. So based on what Karhale described to you when she was looking at the inside of that room, when you guys had initially gone in, from what you've experienced kind of walking through the pews up in the main sanctuary, down on the ground floor, going around, trailing your hands across some of the engravings and such, you can tell just inherently, and also based on what Karhale may have mentioned out loud too, this isn't for any of the existing pantheon. It's not their lore that seems to be on the walls, from which you can tell from the designs and the iconology, the icons that are here. It's not anything really to do with them at all. It's this temple, oddly, it's very simplistic. From what you can tell based on the descriptions and the fact that the light was at the center of, at the peak of this entire building, it seems to have been worshiping light itself, but none of the gods are specifically associated with light. Each of the brothers represent one of the moons, and the sisters represent more concepts than specific entities within the world. So you've never really heard anyone associated directly with light. Perhaps Asian, because he represents kind of a fire, the fire of passion. So sometimes he's represented by fire. But the way that this whole building is set up is nothing similar to Asians' worship. Normally they have fires all over the place. There's torches everywhere. It's old, but it doesn't seem to be like that.
Maybe there was a sun god and it's fallen out from existence or from common knowledge. If there's one for each of the moons, I don't know. That kind of makes sense. Interesting.
The moon gods killed the sun god. They got
How do you think they got their power?
It was the solar eclipse.
It always is.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So, okay. Nothing else stands out about this place, unfortunately.
I mean, since you're blind.
I know. That's all right. I did this to myself. So
This would be more like the understanding that you get from what they've described, what they've seen. But even they hadn't really been able to see too much because of how dark it is here. And Shy wasn't really interacting, narrating anything to you so much.
Sure.
So it would be hard to tell. In theory, maybe someone who could see might be able to understand more. Maybe a Nala. Someone like that.
Nala's gone, so no. Hi, Rachel. Okay.
But with that in mind, Z, do you want to try to figure out what these tinctures might do?
I'm just gonna pocket them for now and then try to open the window.
Okay. And Shy, did you want to do anything with your tapestry? Did you want to bring them inside?
Try to go inside for a second.
Yeah, I was gonna go in.
And just know we don't have much time, so you gotta hurry up, dude.
Guys, I pull out my crowbar.
Yes, Jared. Use the crowbar on the
window. Are you gonna shove the window open?
He wanted to use it last session. I'm very proud of you.
Amazing.
Nathan, we have people coming up here who want to fight us, and Karhale is dead.
Well, you guys actually seem to be alone for the moment.
I said Shy could go down there. I'm just saying we probably don't have all the time in the world.
Yeah. I'll go in.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what we should do? Because Shy can open his tapestry from the inside, right?
He can.
Karhale should go in with him. Worst case scenario, Karnari just picks up the tapestry and her and Zenith fly out of the window.
I can't exactly open it like that, if that's what you're saying. Like, you can't close it and then I can't cast a ritual from inside.
Wait, then...
so I would basically be stuck in there for the rest of the day.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait.
What? No, Shy. You can exit the tapestry. Shy is aware of that. The only problem is he can. It's just he has a limited amount of times that he can do it.
And it's also it's not something I want to do.
That's fine. I was saying worst case scenario. That way,
it would be something he can do though. It just kind of damages how often he can use it. Or no, that's not what it is. It just damages the locations he can appear. Doesn't matter. So at a certain point, he won't be able to go back if he continues doing it from the inside out.
Okay. So, okay. Well,
so there's a certain number of doors, and if he breaks, so to get out from the inside, break the door. Yeah.
So does time pass weird in there? I can't remember if we established that it passes weirdly in there.
It does.
Okay, because you would be in there for 2 days, and we can't fight off these people. We're just gonna leave you. Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just expressing the concerns I have of you going in this thing.
It will. It does generally go more toward the less time.
Oh.
While being in there.
Okay. Well, go ahead and try it, Shy. And worst case scenario, I will grab.
It'll be more. It ranges more toward Narnia than the Fairy.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
Yeah, I can just Misty Step.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay. You enter in. Where did you want to enter from? location-wise?
I'll go nearest where I think either George or Deli will be.
George or Deli? Okay, well, George is right in. He's going to be in the fields.
George, I feel like it's always there. Yeah, and then
he's always there. So if you open it there,
not Deli. Probably George is fine.
Gotcha. You said George is fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. You appear in the middle of the field, and you sense a waiting predator stalking you from the grass.
I'll also see if I can sense where Ghibli and Zen and all the other.
To be honest, Deli doesn't really stick to one spot. He normally kind of circles around.
That was not who I was thinking of yet. I don't think I would be able to use his help. I'm also going to see if I can sense if the sprites are near.
Okay. Let's see. You kind of looking around, trying to sense.
Well, do I gain my sight back when I come in here?
When you enter this tapestry, actually, you can see.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. And then
it doesn't start immediately. When you're first there, you're like, wait. You're still seeing the visual from this other landscape, but then you're thinking, no, I want to see, and your eyes kind of encroach over, like the visual here pours into your senses.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look for the sprites, and I'm gonna call out for George.
He seems to be snuffling from behind some of the grasses, stalking you, and he's about to pounce, and you can sense the prickle on the back of your neck as he's about to. Did you call out? Do you want to call out to the sprites?
Boo!
They're not right here. Roll me a stealth check.
Oh, I'm not trying to be stealthy. I'm gonna turn on him and say boo.
Oh, as he's jumping at you? Okay. Yeah, so he leaps at you, but roll me a intimidation check. How about that? For a boo.
Intimidation. That is a 10. I'm not trying to intimidate. I'm just trying to be funny.
You say boo as he's leaping at you, and he just totally takes you down. Complete tackle. You're thrown down into the ground. And his claws are digging into the sides of your shoulders, not aggressively, because your throat would have been ripped out by now if it were aggressively.
Hey George, actually, if you're interested in stalking, there are some people out there I think you could probably eat.
Are you going to release the chimera on these people?
I mean, you guys said you needed help.
Does he even know me?
Not at all.
Where?
You could probably smell me, honestly, but I don't know. You can ask. There's a little guy in there. Ask him. He's near the blind girl and the funny one, and ask them both, and he's the other guy. He'll know where they are.
You know, he doesn't understand that well. He's not that smart. If you send him out, you know, with how intelligent this creature is, if you send him out telling him, like sicking him, he's not going to know who not to kill.
Chimera, he's met both Canary and Karhale.
Yeah.
He's done long expeditions with Canary.
He hasn't done it with you guys. You never specified that you were trying to familiarize them with the animals in your tapestry. If you had specified that, sure, maybe they would be like
to go back, but we never did.
No, you did go back. You went with Canary a couple times, but that was spent you with the sprites traveling. The Chimera might know Canary, but not so much Karhale, and definitely not Zimit.
Okay, I'll tell him to ask Canary.
He's not smart, Nathan. Shy would know this Chimera is not intelligent enough to be able to like It's not as smart as a dog. A dog is smarter than this chimera.
Really?
This chimera knows attack, and the fact that you're friendly with it is kind of apart from its natural state of being and everything. This chimera's got an intelligence of 3.
Jeez. I thought, okay.
Unfortunately. I mean, you can stick him, but you're going to have to take him like directly to the people you want to stick him on.
Yeah, I guess I'll guide him out then. I'll take him out.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of put your hand on his snout and you're leading him out, and he's excited, huffing, puffing, biting at your hand and everything, but it doesn't seem to pierce your skin enough, mainly because you have a very strong, dense skin, dense rocks-like skin here. But yeah, you lead him out by the snout. The fairies are probably on the other side or near the oasis here, so they're not up close. They don't seem to have noticed you right away. Do you want to call for them, though?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Yeah. So you call for them once you had entered and everything, and now you're leading you're leading George to the kind of stone tablet, the circular tablet, this pedestal that has the runes that are carved into your tapestry written into the stone, and you pull him up onto this large stone pedestal, and you can see these small dancing lights off in the distance. You can see. Go ahead and roll me. D6. 5. Okay, yeah, you actually see everyone except for you can see everyone except for Venus, the fire sprite.
Got it.
All fluttering in your direction. The first one to reach you is actually Tor. Who slams kind of right into your chest, this tiny little guy, and he's like, so wait, is something wrong? Is something wrong? Did something happen? Why are you here? Why are you like this? Why are your eyes okay? And his hands kind of blow. You can feel this dust being blown on your face here, and he's trying to like clean off the soot and the dark blackened burned skin and everything as he's trying to clean you prestidigitation style. Clean. He's like, are you okay? Your eyes don't look okay. Is he okay? And looks back behind him.
No, it's fine.
Oh no, you should really put water on that. Hold on. And you see the little Ghibli, she's like pulling out water, like waterbender style, through her hands and trying to cool your face and everything. And she kind of like puts a little bit of water and moisture all over your face. And she's like feeding it at the same time, like spritzing you. And you see Jen coming up, and she's kind of pauses in front of you. What's going on?
Oh, nothing serious. I just got a little sunburn.
Nothing serious. This is bad, Shy. This is bad. What's going on? What did you do? And Jen goes, what happened? What's going on? Is George leaving?
I touched a little candle flame thingy, and it blew up. But it's okay.
Candle flame? Oh, you touched fire? Oh, Venus is probably not going to be happy with you. You should know. You should know by now.
No, it's fine, honestly. There's nothing wrong. See, I can still see.
Okay. You can't see though, Shy. Your eyes don't work anymore. They can't.
No,
like see. That. What do you mean?
I can still see you guys.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably because of the way this place is.
Nah, don't be ridiculous. Anyway, I need Ghibli, can you and Wisp and Tor take George and help him find the little critters? And then Jen, if you want to come with me, take you back with everyone.
Wisp is there, kind of floating, hands behind his head, and he goes, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And you said, what did you ask Jen to do?
Jen, I want to come with me.
Okay, so you want them to
all going out, but I'm gonna basically like just take George to that little rubble spot and then send him and the sprites off, and then I'm gonna keep Jen with me.
Okay. You are aware that if they die out there, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't no, shy. They can't be very far from the lantern.
They have a couple hours, right? Outside of it?
They do have a couple hours, yeah. But if they don't get back to the lantern in time, they'll like fizzle out.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I know that.
Okay. As long as you're aware. Okay, so you want the three of them and then Jen with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So make a note who you have. You have Tor, the dust. You have Ghibli, the water. You have Wisp, the whispers. And you have Jen with you as well. Okay, so they're all ready, and you have the lantern at the ready as well. They always bring it with them whenever they see you coming in through one of the pedestals. So they'll exit with you. So on the other side, Kanari, Karhale, you guys on the outside, what were you guys up to? What transpired?
I'm not doing anything.
How much time was it?
When he comes out, actually it's within seconds of him entering.
Okay, so
so he steps in, and almost immediately you see a giant chimera, like its head, horns.
Neither of us see crap, Liz.
Oh, you're right.
Zimmet sees it. Zimmet's always freaking out.
You see coming out of this tapestry, as you're working on a window, you're probably not paying attention too much, actually. Roll me an athletics check for the window. With the advantage, because you have the crowbar.
Kanari's like just starting to say, well, I'm probably gonna have to grab this tapestry. I'm gonna start gathering it up. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, buddy.
Yeah, you back off. You hear the as it's coming out, and its snout getting right up into your face, and Shy kind of pushes him back a little bit.
Remember, these guys are friends, not food.
And he seems to just kind of push forward toward one of them, and you kind of push him back a little bit every time. And it's this, like, you guys can tell it's the beast is wrangled, but without the wrangler, this is not a tame beast whatsoever. What did you get?
10.
10. Okay. So the window itself, it's fighting you. It's a little struggle. And you end up snapping one of the corners that you had put shoved the crowbar into. So now that corner is not usable anymore. You kind of shove it into another spot, trying to get it again. Go ahead, give me another advantage athletics check as you can use that.
Oh my gosh, 10 again.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I'm not great with athletics, guys. I need some help.
Carl is good at athletics.
Roll me a D6. A D4. D4.
2.
2? Okay. You hear a sound, and you feel a tremble from the wall itself. Uh-oh. You're right up against this window. You can hear the sound of a giant crash on the far side of this window, and the entire wall seems to cave in towards you a little bit. It's not enough to hurt you, but it does scare you all of a sudden, make you stumble back.
But I thought you said it was a window.
This is a window, yes. The wall itself seems to be indented around the window. You see the glass of the pane itself.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that for some reason there's another room.
Outward. Or gotcha. sprays you, actually.
Yeah.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw from the glass spray as it shatters against you. You can hear a similar crash echoing from the other side of the building. From the tapestry, George coming out and is presently filling up the entirety of the small white stone room. You guys are kind of stepping out back into the hallway where some shadows seem to be like cowering further from you guys, and you guys remember them cowering. They haven't even gotten close to your guys' group as of recently.
Since the light went out?
Since the light went out. But you guys are presently stepping out, and you guys hear the sound of 2 crashes. One on the right side from the right side of this building, and one on the left side of the building, back where Zimmet is at.
14.
14. Yeah, you pull yourself out of the way. There's nothing, no harm done. You block your face as you step away from the wall. You can't see light quite breaking in through the cracks here, but it seems to be, it's almost like a giant object was tossed into the side of it, like the look of a wall as it's being caved in by one of those wrecking balls.
Oh, okay. So all I see is just something in the side of the building.
Whatever it is seems to have fallen, actually. You heard a resounding thunk also on the other side of the wall. So whatever it was hit and then landed.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of confused because
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to get a window off, correct?
Yes.
So it caved in towards me, and there was something that hit it from the opposite side, correct?
So the thing that caved it in is the giant object that rammed it. Yes.
Yeah. So then that thing fell off, and now there's sunlight pouring in.
Not sunlight yet. It seems to have done a lot of damage, but the stone was pretty thick. So it seems like it didn't quite break all the way through. You can see the glass is broken. There's something covering the glass, though. Seems to be some sort of like shuttering. It seems you're not sure what it is that's covering the outside. It's caked on, though. It might be mud or something. It doesn't seem like wood, and it seems more like the caking on of mud. Yeah.
Was this a result of him trying to open the window? Something rammed into... Oh.
Unrelated,
No,
I think.
Unrelated. He's there trying to like break open the window, and then boom, something hits the side of the...
saw you, and they're throwing things at where they saw you, or
but
something.
But
no one can see through this window right now.
Yeah.
You can't.
I don't know.
However, on the far side, Kanari, Karhale, Shy with George in tow, and the little sprites are kind of wisping around in the air right now, hovering around. What are you guys doing? You guys hear two echoing crashes, one on the left where Z is, one on the right.
What is going on in there?
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. Z, do you want to try to like break away the rubble, the caked on mud, like the dried mud that's on the outside of the window that's blocking the light?
I mean, I guess I'm still a little confused by this, but yeah, go ahead.
It's okay. It's okay. You might gain clarity if you break away, and you can start to like see what's going on the outside. So as you start like breaking against the caked on mud, whatever this is that's caked on the outside of this building here on the outside of the window, you start to break it away, and you can see rays of light breaking through, and you see movement outside. So you can now that you made a little bit of a hole, do you want to put your face against it to look outside?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Just if you want to. You are aware that something just slammed into the side of this building. So if you're getting up close and personal with it, if it happens again, it might hit you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I do want to clarify, like earlier I did like activate the sending stone. Like
you did.
When I had
Not
said
very
that
much
I
time
was
has
going
happened. Yes.
Okay.
It's
just
right
for
now.
The record, I wanted to state that like when we had talked about doing it, I did in fact do it.
Thank you. I actually, yes, I hadn't been aware that you had activated it so much. I know you had spoken of it, but cool.
That is.
But just like, hey, like everybody, can you like try to stay together, please? I don't want anyone getting left behind, and I can't see you to wrangle you. Don't make me hold your hands.
Okay, we can move towards where Zimmet is then.
Okay, so Karhale, in your hand, the sending stone is presently pinging. It seems to be glowing a faint bluish.
He's gonna auto transport us back?
What would have to happen is he's gonna teleport in, and you guys have experienced this before. He would teleport in with a high level spell. It's not for sure though. You guys have experienced when you guys have teleported with him. Sometimes
sure he's not gonna
and he ends up in a different location.
Oh.
But even if he does teleport in, he's still going to need 10 minutes to set up a ritual casting of transportation circle for him to send you guys.
We should have done it here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh well.
No. Karhale, you have experienced this before, and he normally does it like you guys have experienced that he doesn't normally come like immediately with this kind of like pinging situation. So he'll just go this sending stone gives him your guys' location. So it gives him a bit of an advantage on the teleportation in, but it does take time for him to get you guys back out. It's just this type of magic is just not immediate.
Yeah.
But yes, so it is pending, and the time I've rolled for the time for how long it's going to take him. But with that in mind, Shy, where are you taking George?
I'll take him where Z came from, I guess.
Okay.
Because he's told us that he blew up the thing, right?
Yeah. The rubble has filled the stairs, so there's no way downwards. Are you going to take him to try to like dig it out?
Sure.
Okay, so you bring him downstairs. Shy, you guys see Shy leaving with the little flittering sprites around his head here. All of them seem to be like floating around, trying to heal him. Karhale, on that note, Ghibli came up to you and started putting water on your face to try to soothe the burns on your face. She goes, "This doesn't look very good. Perhaps you should get medical attention as soon as you can." I'm not, this isn't really my forte. I'm sorry. I would try better, but I just never been trained in this. But she's trying to do her best, trying to heal it.
Thanks.
And is it okay if I stay with her? And she turns to you, Shy.
Yeah. I'll only be a minute.
Shy, you can no longer see again now that you're back in this.
Yeah, I am aware, yep.
Good. So you move downwards, kind of feeling your way around down the way. You can tell, Shy, the sun is setting. Wherever you can see, the sun is going down. But on this end, you guys, Z, you put your eye against it, roll me a perception check. 10. Okay. You can see out. You can't see too much. You can only see one individual. It seems to be some sort of, it's a humanoid with bright pink flowers all over their head. She seems, it's hard to tell what exactly she is. Roll me a nature check with advantage.
7.
With advantage?
I rolled 2 5s.
Okay, yeah. It's with the 10, you can barely kind of see through it. All you can really see is the figure of their form and the flashes of pink flowers that you can see all over their head.
I'll probably
person's walking backwards presently, like walking away, and you can also see the downed tree from before. This is the front of the temple.
Yeah.
This is the front of the ruins. You can see the downed tree that Shy had tried to heal before. So this is that side, the left side of the building.
Yeah.
And she seems to be walking away, and she turns around, and you can see her crouching.
I'd probably, well, as soon as I saw her and I had no idea, I'd probably go and I would go and ask one of them to see if they know of anyone like that. Because as far as I know, I've never seen anyone like that before in my life. So I'm just like, better to be safe than to be sorry, I guess.
None of us can see anything.
I know, but you might, if I describe the person, you might know who it could be.
Okay. Not from that description, no.
You turn around and you poke your head back out and you're like, hey, is this a friend of your guys's or something kind of vibe? But as you push out, you can see a giant Oh, no. The Chimera's downstairs. Never mind. Shy's moved downstairs. You poke your head out, though, and you call them over.
No. I was going to walk towards them.
Oh, okay.
Because
you go out into the hallway.
I don't... Well, hold on. Let me just do this real quick.
Where is Shy going?
He's going downstairs to see if he can sick the Chimera on anyone who's downstairs.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like Zimmit wouldn't stay there if he knew something from the outside hit it. So he would definitely step back.
As you step over the threshold into the hallway, you hear another boom, and the wall behind you caves in a little bit more.
I'm gonna look outside.
You kind of like jump, turn, and look. Now you can see spider cracks of more light pouring in, and cracks along the wall itself. You hear another thunk on the ground.
Can I Eldritch Blast it outside?
Sure. Okay, so you turn around, you see the implosion of the wall there, and then you decide I might as well, and you shoot an Eldritch Blast at the center of the spiders cracking.
I have a better idea. Is there a way I can determine, because of the weakness and this thing that's hit it, that I shoot my Eldritch Blast in a way to where it will fall down towards whatever it's hitting, like the closer towards the area that's hitting it. So like whatever is above, I guess it's some tower or whatever is like above me, I can weaken the structure enough to it will fall down towards them.
In theory, you think you might be able to do so. However, you are aware if you do so, it will cave, the building will collapse downwards.
Oh, okay.
With you guys in it. It's not necessarily, there's no tower above you. You guys are a 3-tier building and everything. And the peak of said building is that room with the white stone and everything. That's the highest point of this building. So it could, in theory, you might be able to get it to go out a little ways, but you would be definitely brought down in the avalanche of rubble.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just Eldritch Blast the whole area out.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so boom, boom, you shoot the Eldritch Blast, and it blasts outward in a hail of rubble that clatters all over the ground here. And you hear a bit of an outcry from outside. Now you can hear it on the inside, and the light pours in. No one can see, so it means nothing to you guys, but light pours into the cavernous area here. And, okay, so multiple things happen at once. Shy, you're downstairs with George. George immediately, once you're down there, he rushes, prances down to the landing where the rubble has filled in the staircase, the stairwell, and he starts to dig, just boom, rushing, digging, and he keeps on pausing kind of to sniff, and then he pulls out more rubble, and he seems to have gotten a scent. He's going after someone. Mm-hmm. So he's presently digging through the rubble. That's going very quickly because of how large this creature is. So he's just making his path through. Shy, do you stay here with George, or do you just let him go?
I will leave Wisp and Tor with him and tell Wisp to let me know if anything happens. And then I'll go back up.
Yeah, I got you. He'll be fine. He eats everything in his path, Keep digging, George. And he just kind of floats on over next to George, and George is through the rubble, completely tearing it apart. You guys hear the sound. Shy, you can hear the sounds of someone speaking from below. It's muffled by the closed off rubble here, but you can hear the sounds of voices from below. You turn around and move upwards.
As soon as I'm out of earshot of those two, I'm going to ask Zen to ask her if she can see what's going on with my head.
Yeah, I can try. I'm better if you're asleep though. Do you mind if I just put you to sleep?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And she just touches your forehead, and you just trust her so much that you're out immediately. Everything goes dark for you. The sun setting over this beautiful horizon disappears. Now, Jen is going to roll. And you hear a voice. You see Jen appearing before you. You're in just darkness. It's dreamless in this moment, but she's presently before you. She goes, okay, I think what happened, Shai, you didn't really explain what happened. You said that there was a little fire or something, right? And you touched it?
Yeah, I touched the fire and it hurt a little bit, but not really. And then I saw like a sunset and some water. And it kind of looked a little familiar, but not really. And then I saw the mountains and not really.
But Shai, whatever it was, she turns and you see over her shoulder just a tiny flame in the distance, in the blackness that is this dreamless sleep for you. A tiny flame, the same one that you touched, just floating in blackness here. She goes, it's still in you. It's just here. It doesn't seem bad. It seems kind of nice. It feels familiar, maybe, almost. But
well, I wasn't really talking about the fire, but that is kind of weird that it's still up here. No, I was talking about like the mountains and the ocean.
The mountains and the ocean. From what you describe, it reminds me of maybe the west coast of this continent. It sounds like, you're looking at the Jade Sea, the Jade Ocean. It's probably shoreline.
Why would I be seeing it now if I'm just chilling, not at the North Sea?
She considers, and she's a smart little pixie there, and she kind of just like trails around, floating in front of you for a second, the little flickering flame in the distance there, and she just kind of turns and looks at it for a bit before turning back. Shai, I think you're seeing what the flame can see, maybe? Because you're blinded. You can't see. Whatever your eyes might have taken in once, you can't anymore. And right now, I think it's supplanted by whatever the flame is looking at the moment. I'm not sure what exactly that means, but you're probably just seeing where the flame is, maybe?
So there's another flame at the Jade Sea?
That would be my guess.
Okay.
But you should really take care of your eyes, though, Shai. This doesn't seem concerning to me so much, but it might be changing you more. It seems different. I might have to examine it longer. If you have time to sleep for a long time right now, I could examine it for longer.
Well, maybe not right now, but we could do it later.
Okay. Just don't touch other things, Shai. Dangerous. And she's gonna wake you back up again. Your little cat nap there was probably only a couple minutes though. So upstairs.
Is the building starting to actively crumble with what's going on? Because we need to probably get out of here.
It is being, yes. So
how do we get the chimera out of
no. Sorry. My yes was not a yes. I rolled for the other ones and it was not. This time with Z and the new, you guys hear another boom on the other side of the building. I'm gonna roll again. But it might be okay. We'll see. It's just the outside. The building is standing. And
either way, Kanari's like, this isn't good. We need to get out of here. Shai, I'm yelling down at you. Get your animals back in the tapestry. We're leaving.
Well, it's almost like that's what I said like 30 minutes ago. But nobody listens to me. It's fine.
Z, you're at the end of the hallway. and you just shot an Eldritch Blast out through the wall, and the wall caved in and completely dispersed out. You can now see the entire wall is gone. You can see out into you can see the abyss where you guys crossed. You can see from your angles the fallen tree that Shy tried to save. You can see the forestry behind it, and you can see multiple figures on the ground ambling about. And you hear no. You actually just see this. You see a female humanoid land. She seems to be made of ground and rock. Now that you can see her clearly, heavily reminiscent of Shy's body type or Karhale's body type. Not quite. She doesn't look like them, but seems maybe kin almost. This creature has beautiful pink flowers that are falling from her head down her back, just coating her shoulders. It's like hair, luscious hair that's just falling down, made of azaleas. You can see her body itself seems to be of greenish hue. It looks like soil and rock that makes up her body. And she lands 1 foot, and almost like a dancer's stance, with one foot on the ground, graceful, 1 foot up in the air, hands outwards. And you can see around her neck, you can see a necklace, some sort of thick silver necklace around her neck with this rhinestone at the front of it. Bare, not very, it seems to stand out differently because she seems to be wearing hides and pieces of wood making up like a belt of some sort. Her feet are bare, and she has 2 bronze manacles on her wrists and on her ankles.
I'm going to call out and be like, so why are you destroying my home?
She cocks her head. She tilts. Roll me. You speak in common, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What other languages do you speak?
Alethi. And thieves can't. That's it.
Thieves can't. Okay. She says a word, and her eyes she just kind of closes her eyes, says a word muttered under her breath, and then she leaps towards you. Roll me initiative.
The frick?
That word that she spoke. Karhale, Kanari, you guys can hear it down the hallway.
Yeah.
Karhale, you speak giant, correct?
Yes, I do.
No.
Okay, Karhale, you hear the muttered word. Unfamiliar voice. You don't recognize this voice, but you hear a feminine. I'm sorry. But then you hear a crash in the other room as Z is attacked by this lady. So,
why is she attacking me?
You don't know.
Oh,
Z,
man.
What is your initiative roll?
Bad. 7.
7. Okay, yeah. So she definitely comes in for you first here. She leaps at you, and she's going to. Okay, Kanari, Karhale, roll me initiative checks as well.
Oh,
We're gonna
my
put
gosh,
that in.
this is not good.
I'm about to mess her up.
We'll see who messes who first.
We could have just left. I'm blaming Nathan.
How can
To
we
be
leave?
fair, you guys
I
would have
said-
been like they were
said-
tracking, so they
How
probably would have
can
come after you guys anyway.
You guys could wild shape.
Not in a crumbling building with
I
me
could've
at 23 hit
thrown
points.
us all out of here if you guys had wild shaped and Z would just
You,
run on my
Zimit,
sword.
me, and Karhale?
You
Yeah,
and you
me
and
and
Shot,
me
you and
wild
Carly had
shaped.
wild shaped into my pockets like we do all the time, and then
Yeah,
Z
but then
just
you-
pops on the back of my sword like Anala used to do, and
But you have
That's
Zimit
quite
as
possible
well.
what?
Yeah, we can have one
That's-
person on the sword.
No, I'll always rode on my sword. It's the same formation we've done a bunch.
Carly said she was teleporting out, so.
No, we said that it's going to take him a while, and I was just going to let him know that we were ready to go.
Either way, it's okay. Like, I thought I said this, and I was like, okay, so we're not doing this. And now I'm like, oh, okay, no, we really should have done it. But oh well.
And now we're doing a crumbling building with me blind and at 23 hit points.
It's okay, guys. This is the fun of D&D. You guys are going to try to survive. You guys will make your way out of this. You'll be fine.
I can't do anything.
Yay,
I can't see.
Karhale, you can still do things. A lower level Karhale would be what you're playing right now. That's kind of what's happening. You're going to be fine. You still have the ability to come back up. You still have a bunch of healing potions. You have at least one of your shape change. You have the one shape change. You don't have the
one left.
You do have the one shape change. You're going to be fine. You guys also have a bunch of other magic items that you guys haven't used. You guys have those like the things that you guys can break and everything. Those some of the old pendants and stuff like that are like one-time useful things. You guys probably have a potion of strength somewhere that Karhale could take. Like, you guys have things that you guys can do. You guys are not going to die. You'll be fine.
No, I know. I'm mostly teasing Nathan. It's all good. Choices too.
It's all good. No, it's not. It's all good. Oh.
Well, we're fine. I'm fine. Okay, so with this in mind, Z, your initiative at large was a 7, correct?
Yeah, I have a horrible initiative.
Kanari, what was yours?
15.
15. Awesome.
Mine's 11.
Kanari, 11 for Karhale, and then. Okay, let's see. Okay, so she leaps towards you, this girl with azaleas for hair. She makes an attack, and she's going to go ahead. You see a kick coming for your head. So she's going to go ahead and swing at your head with her legs. This swing of the kick is graceful. It's beautiful. It looks like a slab of stone coming for your head, though. So you better like jump out of the way. And with that in mind, does a dirty 20 hit and a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So dirty 20 for your body, 19. So one kick to your head. She does one of those quick, like small kicks where the leg is just hanging in the air, and she whack, whack, whack. Something that Kanari's done in the past, actually.
She's throwing stones and a monk.
So with that, she's going to do your all the things. Okay. Oh, where's the D8? Okay. So that's going to be okay. 7 plus 11, so 18 points. 18 points of bludgeoning damage. Strike into your head, strike into your body. Are you still up?
Yep.
She says another word that you do not understand under her breath. Karhale. You hear echoing down the hallway. You can hear her voice saying quietly. Actually, roll me perception check. See if you even hear this, because she's whispering this now.
Okay, that's a little bit better. 13.
13. She goes, you can hear, don't fight. But that's all you can hear. You missed the other part.
Oh, Becky.
And next, she's going to use a key point to stun you.
Oh,
go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, yeah, Constitution saving throw, right, Kanari? You know.
I do know. No, it's a con save, yeah.
17?
Good. 17. Good. You barely pass. Well done. So she strikes, and that she uses stunning strike for 1 key point. Okay, and you kind of feel the disorientation taking over your brain as it hit you so hard. It vibrated through your skull. You felt it. You bit your tongue just a little bit, but you are not stunned. You shake it off, and you're back in it. She's going to so that was not her bonus action. That was just the key point for the attacks that she just made. She's going to go ahead and use another key point and use it for her flurry of blows. So she's going to try again. 2 more attacks here with her legs, and this time, so Z, she goes in for another kick, but you're swaying a little bit. You kind of sway to the side, and she just goes wide across your head. Her foot slams into the wall, and it crushes the stone. And she pulls her leg back out, and it's like a crowbar hit that. It's like a sledgehammer hit the wall. You can see the hole where her foot landed. She pulls it out, and she just kind of cocks her head at you and throws the other one. That's going to be, what are you? 6. That's a lot worse than a 9. That's going to be 15 a hit. Does that hit?
Yes.
A 15 hits? Dang. Okay, so she hits you. So she kind of cocked her head as she missed that other time, but she slams in on the other side, and this time she hits. That's going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Roll me another Constitution saving throw. She's going to burn another key point.
The frick? 21.
21. Okay. 21. You pass. You shake it off, and you back off a little bit here. That's gonna be her turn. She's kind of like progressing towards you. Roll me an insight check, really quick, Z.
13.
13. Something off about the way she's moving to you. It's not predatory so much, but you can't quite put your finger on what's going on here. It's happening very quickly, and you're somewhat disoriented. Next is going to be Kanari. Kanari, you're moving first. You hear a slam and some multiple crushing noises coming from both sides of the building. But this side, where Z's at, you hear the wall caving in, and you can feel the surge of pressure that changes as the wind is able to come in through the fallen wall. So now you can also hear a new presence as well, swinging in the other room.
Cool. How far away?
Let me pull up my map. I
don't think we were too spread out. We were trying to stay close in case Narcissus came in and wanted to bamf us all out. Although Shy is probably a little further away from us, I guess. I don't know what Shy's doing.
Okay. So, if you guys want to go ahead and hop on the owlbear, you guys can. But I'm going to explain to you Kanari. I wasn't sure where you guys would end up on the map, so we'll have to add you guys as we are here. But we have
the owlbear rodeo thing. Ah.
Yep. Kanari, you are going to be.
Well, we'll see if I can get the thing to load. It doesn't like me right now.
No, you're fine. I'll explain to you as we go, and you can do that. Don't worry about this for your turn. You can just pull it up on your next turn. But you're going to be 50 feet from the room, 55 feet from the room.
Okay. I will run over to her.
Okay. You pass up the hallway, and you make it to the room where she is at presently, fighting against Zimmet. We'll put this as Zimmet for now.
Wait, so where exactly am I going to get in?
In the Discord chat, where the Graveyard link was.
Oh, schedule?
Yeah, it's within the schedule chat.
Do you want me to pull up this so people can see for the stream?
Yeah, go ahead. That would be lovely. Thank you.
Just give me a second. I'm just gonna take off.
I can also do it if you'd like.
Oh no, it's all right.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So we have Kanari. You rush up to her. Go ahead and make. You rush into the room. You can sense this woman, whatever she is. She has a scent that's floral, very floral, but it doesn't smell like a perfume. It smells like actual flowers in the room with you. It's a very odd sense coming to you in this moment. But you can go ahead and make your attacks if you'd like. You feel Zimmet breathing hard and stumbling backwards towards you, towards the door. And you can totally sweep around him and make your attacks on this woman if you'd like. You've heard her whispering things that you could not understand, but it changes nothing for you.
Yeah. Everyone, these fists are rated E for everyone, so taking a swing.
Okay, you make your attacks.
I'm still kind of, where are we on the map?
She sees you. You can hear alarm in her voice, but you can't tell what she's saying. But she throws up a hand at you and like orders, like she sends out something that seems like a frightened order almost, from your baseline insight, which is super high. Karhale, you can hear her say, "No, don't. He'll go crazy." To you, Mary, who's like, you're rushing in and you're about
He'll go crazy?
She goes, "No, don't. He'll go crazy." And
She's
that's all
making
she
me
has
go
time to
crazy.
say before you're in.
Okay. Kanari doesn't know this. Would she... She's not really the kind to swing. She's not really the kind to ask questions first.
It's not like you understood that.
No.
Or wait, did she say it in common?
I don't think she
She said in giant. You cannot understand, Kanari. All you could hear was kind of a frightened imperative.
Which to Kanari means they're scared, and yeah, they should be. So like, it's not really anything.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any reason I can think of not, because Isabel's like, probably shouldn't hit her, honestly, but oh well. Okay, so I'm going to swing at her. I can't justify it in character not to. That's a 19 to hit.
You're okay. 19 definitely hits. So you swing. Oh, wait. Actually, let me double check that. It might not.
Surely.
Yes, it still hits.
Okay. So
you slam up against her. I'm
gonna use my.
What are you attacking with? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna use my staff, my chaos staff. Yeah.
Okay. So you whipped out an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah,
what kind of damage? Go ahead and roll me on the Oh, this does psychic damage, right? It does psychic damage.
Nothing crazy. Nothing. Yeah.
Go ahead and make that attack.
Woo! 14 points of damage, and I'm gonna try to stun her.
14 points of damage.
Do it. I'm gonna wreck her.
I'm really curious why she's here, if I'm being honest. I'm very curious.
I mean, we can down her and whatever. Actually, I may do something.
I want to mind link with her, but Kanari is not used to trying to do that in the middle of a fight. You know what I mean? Like, someone attacked us first. So
okay, so she's making a Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes, she is.
Okay. So that's going to be Constitution. So you hit her, and she kind of stumbles back, like shaken in this moment. That's not very high on her side.
Monks don't have great con, actually, which is kind of odd.
Unfortunate, yes. So that con save, she gets 14.
She's stunned.
Oh boy. Okay, so she just stumbles back, and she kind of stumbles away, disoriented here and frozen in place. What do you do?
I do have a question. Some of the effects. Well, it doesn't matter for this. Actually, it doesn't matter for this now. So we'll look at that later. Okay.
This is psychic damage specifically, right?
Yes, it is. So I'm going to hit again. I really want to mind link with her, but that's a full action, Becky, and that's rough. So.
Okay.
Ooh, that probably will miss.
Mm-hmm.
11.
11. Yes, it does miss. So you make another swing, but you're kind of distracted because you're trying to meld with her mind. But it took too much of it, distracted you, and then you weren't able to do it.
Okay, one more just punch then. Ooh, that's a 21.
Definitely hits. Okay. Slams right into her jaw, and it seems to like scratch against your hand as though you're hitting a brick wall. It hurts.
That is 12 points of damage. I can do math. 11 points of damage. 11.
Z, you are presently prone, by the way. Her kick knocked you prone automatically. Ooh. You went down hard. So you kind of slammed into the wall, slid down a bit, but you're presently on the floor. You're awake and you're fine, but you're prone.
She better be messed up here shortly.
That's going to be your turn, Kanari, correct?
Yeah. Kanari's going to be standing over her, I guess. So
yeah.
Right, like cocked back, ready to go again. Next is going to be okay. Yeah. Okay, so next is going to be you guys hear Kurhale. You're out in the hallway. You're about to move, but you hear a crashing in the other room. And you can see that the rubble that's caved in that door that Z couldn't go in on the other side of this hallway, that door that had like the rubble on the other side and he couldn't get through it. You can see some of the rubble shifting. And you can hear the sounds of pounding on the other side. Someone is digging through. Your turn.
The same one that George is at?
No. This is on the top level. Right now, Shy is digging downwards. Actually, with that in mind, here.
Oh, DM, I think you need to allow my screen onto the second screen I have.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's see. So over here, we have, you guys are up on this uppermost floor right now. And Shy, there's something going on the ground floor that the Chimera is digging down into. So right now I have... Let's see. Okay, so these red hazes are parts of the rooms that are caved in right now. And let's go ahead and lock that. And so that's caved in right there. We have another cave in over here that was done by our friend. Down to the ground floor and the second floor. Okay. Cheryl, right now George is digging down. George has actually probably at this point gotten through. So he is presently Shy. You can hear like, cause you're going back upstairs, right?
Well, I'm just on the stairs asleep right now.
That's true. I will say you're going to wake up past a minute into these rounds. So you have 6 rounds, 12 rounds before you wake up.
Didn't this happen long before that was going on?
I thought you woke up and then this happened. Oh, I don't know.
I actually do think so too. Yeah, so Shy, he went down digging and everything. So when you wake up, actually, he's presently, you can hear the emptiness of the rubble. Like you can hear the sounds of screaming and shouting down below. So you can hear multiple individuals seem to be presently fighting with your Chimera. Very nice having them get eaten up by this guy. So George is presently totally wrecking them. Do you want to go downstairs or do you want to go upstairs? You can hear the sounds of interactions going on upstairs as well.
I mean, George is fine. Wisp hasn't said anything yet, so they should be fine. I'll just go back upstairs.
Got it. Cool. So you go upstairs then, and you're gonna go ahead and roll me. And no rolling. You're just, how much movement do you have?
40 feet.
40 feet? Okay. You get up the stairs and you get about here. So you're going to be a little ways away, but you're not too far away. The landing wasn't that like distant to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, Karhale, what are you doing?
Okay. So I'm going to call out to the Azalea girl. Actually, she did. Did she hit Kanari yet?
No, she's only hit me.
It's not. No, she's only hit Z. Do you want to go into the room, or are you shouting this from below?
No, I'll go into the room just so I can have like everybody in earshot there. Just call out to her. What do you mean not to fight and, that they'll go crazy? In giant.
Mm-hmm. You shout this out in giant. Karhale, you hear a muffled, stuttering voice that can't quite get out words because she is stunned.
Oh, freaking heck, Kanari!
I'm sorry! Okay, on my next turn, I can do the mind link, but then she'll be unstunned anyway. I don't know what the option here.
Right. If you stop attacking for a minute here so we can talk this out, we are not affiliated with this guy. We're trying to help heal the blight. And I'm actually going to call it. I'm not going to rage or wild shape.
Okay.
I am gonna take a healing potion. Actually, where my bonus.
Great idea.
We're gonna do that real quick, just in case.
Okay. Wonderful. You do hear. Yeah. So she's trying to speak back to you, but she's not quite getting
unstunned eventually.
Yeah, she'll be fine. Going on next, Claire. Next is going to be someone else. You guys hear the sounds of a voice from below. Roll me perception checks, all of you.
Roll a what?
Perception.
Natural freaking 20.
Really?
Oh my goodness. Thank goodness. I've only had one roll above 10 so far.
15.
15.
27.
27, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow, this is confusing. I need like an additional screen now.
Do you not have the second one? Oh, that's right. 'Cause you don't.
No, I do. It's just I have Owlbear on one screen, I need Owlbear up, then I have this up, so it's just I just need a third screen now. It's fine.
I need it.
Exactly. But okay. So where was I? I just got distracted. Okay, so it's her turn. What was your guys' perception checks?
Natural 20.
Natural 20? Okay.
For a total of
15.
20.
20.
Oh, shoot. 19, technically. I can call that.
Okay, so for all of you guys who
Natural 20.
above a 16, or a 16 or above, you guys can hear a feminine voice speaking from down in the grounds below, outside of the ruins, and shouting upwards and going, this is going to be in Alethi specifically, though.
Oh my gosh.
Heck.
I'm sorry.
I just learned Colin, Liz.
No.
Gonna do another montage.
Sorry, not even Z. This is actually in Giant because she's speaking to who she's speaking to. So she shouts out, she goes, bring him. It's a terrible accent, as a side note, Karhale. Terrible Giant accent. Sounds terrible on this woman's lips. But you can hear a feminine voice shouting, bring him down here and I'll give you a reward. But I want him alive. And that's coming from down below.
Ooh, this is not great.
I'll relay that information to Kanari.
Okay.
Not me? Okay, wow. I'm standing right there.
You'll probably hear it.
Roll me in a history check with advantage.
17.
A 17?
Yes.
Okay, cool. A 17, you can tell that she sounds familiar. You actually recognize this woman's voice. This is your cousin or half cousin. Silvana DiNardo. She's not directly within the line of the Grecco family, so it's not her last name. But she is one of your related cousins on your mother's side.
Oh.
Nardo is your mom's maiden name. But yeah, so Silvana, you actually, with that high of a roll history, you remember her pretty well. Yeah?
That's not what I have written down for my mother's maiden name.
No. Sorry. Not your actual mother. This is your, Grecco.
Okay. Gotcha. Never mind.
Yes, Grecco matron. This is not a friendly woman. This is your stepmom of sorts.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry, I was like, your last name is completely separate. But yeah, so Silvana DiNardo, she's this beautiful cousin of yours who is a little bit more ambitious for her own good. She's definitely trying. You get the idea within this short period of time. It's hard to think too deeply into anything, but you get the idea that now that Araldo's out of the left hand, right hand station within the family, maybe she's trying to bring you in and usurp that position.
Oh.
Because if she brings you to your father, she's probably going to become she's going to gain station. She's going to get up there. Right now, she's a lower tier capo within your family's hierarchy here. So she has a team of individuals that's been given to her by the Greccos to do their dirty business, but she's not very high up in the power hierarchy here. So she's trying to edge her way up. Now, with that in mind, and that high roll Z, you know that she has powers given to her because she is such an ambitious, passionate woman. She's gained powers from Asian. She serves him and he propels her forward. So you are aware of that. With that in mind, next is going to be, okay, so she does that. She's also going to go ahead and say, Zimit, dear. And she calls up to you, Z. She says this in Alethi to you, but you guys recognize his name. She goes, come here. But she casts command on you.
But she can't see me.
She's actually.
I'm currently prone on the ground.
I actually was just looking that up because I was like, wait, does it take sight? But you are correct. Yeah, she has to be able to see you within range. Oh, really? Dang it. Okay, well, she says to you, come here without any magic involved. But she wants you to just. It'll be easier for you if you just come with me now. Father was very, very anxious to see you. And that's going to be her turn. Next is going to be Z.
See.
Shy.
Oh, man.
What is your initiative roll?
I didn't roll one because I thought at first I didn't know if I was going to be in a delay or if I would roll.
You're fine. Go ahead and roll me initiative.
Okay.
What's an 11?
An 11? Got it.
I'm trying to think of which one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stand up, and I'm right by the window, correct? Or by the hole I'm just on the ground.
You are by the door presently. So you guys are up against the door and you're on the floor. Kanari is standing kind of over her, who is over you. So you guys are all kind of clustered right there.
So how far is it to the hole in the wall?
The hole in the wall, it's only 20 feet, 20 to 25.
Okay, question for you, because technically it takes half my movement to get up. If I were to go 15 feet, would I be able to see her outside?
15 feet to see her outside? Yeah, you would probably be able to see her outside.
I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to crack my neck, walk past the chick who's stunned, and I'm going to walk up to the edge, and I'm going to be like, darling, you shouldn't have done this. And I'm going to cast Dominate Person on her.
You can see your cousin. She has the same dark hair that you do, but she's definitely and a similar skin tone and everything. But she looks very different from you. You guys don't necessarily look related. And you cast, what was it?
Dominate Person.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. That's going to be a wisdom saving throw on her part, correct?
Yes.
Oh, that's a natural 20. So she passes. You say that down to her, and she looks up at you, and she goes, "Brother, come here." And she casts command with her withheld action now.
What?
Now that she can see you. She was holding it for then.
So where is she? Where did she come from? I'm kind of honestly
confused. Wisdom saving throw. Where is she coming from, you say?
Where did she come from?
Where did she go? Where did she come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
I thought you said she was like downstairs. We could hear her yelling up, "Bring him to me."
She is presently downstairs outside of the building. She's on the hole, like she's through the hole. Like she's in front of the ruins.
But she's below, she's on the floor? Like on the ground?
She's presently in the grass on the ground level, yes.
And she can see us at the top of the tower.
It's not so much a tower. You guys are only 3 stories up.
Okay. And she can, from the angle she's at, she can see him?
Well, he moved out to where he can see her. So she can see him.
At this point? Okay.
There's a huge hole in the wall. Yes. Whatever happened to the wall, it broke like I would say about a 5 by 5 foot hole in the wall.
Okay.
It basically just took out the wall where the window was.
Yeah. I honestly don't know what we should do with this fight, guys. I'm very confused.
What did you roll, Z?
I had a question about that.
Okay.
I had a coinky dink.
Because technically, this is a command, and it's going to my head. I'm asking this because I'm just checking. Would Thought Shield at all help me in this instance? Because I know Thought Shield is like they can't read my mind.
Do you have any effects that stop you from being charmed?
Let me see.
You know what? I'm so sorry. This has nothing to do with charming. This is just the force of will and magical power being surging into you. And unfortunately, I don't think your ability to protect your telepathic mind, like your mind, would help you in this case.
Okay. I just wanted to. I rolled not great. 15.
15. You like feel the surge of power, like it feels like fire burning through your own desires, and you feel the pull to go towards her. So you'll have to, next time when you move, you're going to have to take your turn to dash towards her. And you're going to be jumping off out of the window.
Well, she said to come towards her, but she didn't say that I didn't have to kill her. So,
do you have any spells that affect your ability to do you have any spells that affect, like, do you have Featherfall or anything?
Yeah.
I have Misty.
You have Misty. Okay, so you're going to just go ahead and take your Misty Step to move towards her, because it would hurt you to, like, jump off the thing, so that would stop you. But since you have the ability to Misty Step towards her, you're going to have to Misty Step out.
So I would only be able to go 30 feet straight down to the bottom. Like,
yes, so you would land on the ground.
I wouldn't be, well, yeah, I'm just saying I wouldn't be exactly at her. I would be just 30 feet straight down and by the wall.
I would say, since it's your bonus action, you still have, like, movement to move when you do that. So you'd move, like, the last, like, 10 feet to the edge, Misty Step down, the 30 feet down. It's probably only like 20 feet up, to be honest. 20, 22 or so. So you would Misty Step down, and you would have maybe 5 more feet to get up to her, but you would be pretty close anyway.
Oh, okay.
But you can go ahead and, so that was her withheld action. You still have a bonus action this turn, so go ahead and Misty Step.
I did.
Okay, so you poof down to the ground level, and you appear in front of her. She's looking at you with a smug smile, a smug grin on her face. She goes, "That wasn't so hard, now was it, brother? Cousin. But that's going to be your turn, Z. Would you like to...
DM, he technically follows the command on his next turn.
On his next turn, so I would say that it applies now because it's his turn and a withheld action on her part, because he can do it, and therefore he has to. Like, that would take place if I would say that counts for if she were doing it on her turn, but since she was doing it during his, I would just rule it that he just does it now. Since he had the bonus action. If he had already used both his action and bonus action in that moment, I would say he would wait because he already used his turn. But since he hadn't used his bonus action yet, he can. So now the spell resolves, though. So you don't have to follow anything for your next turn. Next is going to be our Azalea girl. So Miss Azalea, she's going to be stunned, so she can't move. That's going to be her turn. George is next, and George is presently ripping up some people down below. He's like, rah, 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 and heads he kills another 2 of them, which at this point, it's probably the 2 that are left behind. It's definitely making short. He's definitely making short work of these little bitty guys down below. Next is going to be Kanari. Karhale, you're on deck.
Kanari is gonna let Karhale deal with this girl because they seem to be talking to each other. I hope this doesn't go badly, Karhale. I apologize if it does.
I mean, worst case scenario, I rage in wild shape.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
Yeah. So she sees that she realizes Zimmit just went down, and she assumes this person's trying to kidnap him or whatever. And so I'm going to run and jump to land on the girl that's down there.
Oh, okay. So you tuck and run. You dash past her, rushing out, and you jump out of the window, landing perfectly. One leg up.
I want to land on the girl. I want to land on the person that's summoning Z.
That's what I was hoping for.
Amazing. Okay, so you going down. Go ahead and roll me.
It can be an attack. I don't care. I just want to
it's going to be. This is going to be you athletic. This is going to be an athletics, dexterity, acrobatics check to see if you can target well, which is great. And she's going to roll her athletics or acrobatics to contest and jump out of the way.
Okay.
Not great on her part. I think you make it.
I got it's not that high. I rolled pretty low. It's a 13.
She rolled lower.
Okay.
So that's definitely a 7 for her. But yeah, you land ramming into her as you come down, tackling her. Go ahead and roll me 2d6.
Cool. That is 5 points of damage.
Nice. 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you just kind of like both feet kicking down on her. Slams into her. She's wearing armor though, so it doesn't like do as much damage as it could have, but it is definitely damage. So she takes it and she goes, you have friends now, do you, cousin? I just want to say brother. Have friends now.
They're a really close family. They just call everybody brother. It's like the mafia. You know, everybody's like, it's
yeah. Next is going to be bonus action. Sorry, or your main actions. Yeah.
I'm going to hit her. So
like,
nice. Friends. I don't know. We need his blood or something. And I'm gonna hit him with a 24 to hit.
+4 to hit.
24 to hit.
24 definitely hits. Roll that dumb on.
No, I can do math. 6 + 7 is. Someone help me.
13.
Thank you. I was like
13
12.
points of damage.
No, 15. No. 13 points of damage, and I'm going to stunning strike her.
Nice.
Or try to. So she needs to make a con save.
Okay. Con save. Oh, this one she gets. That's an 18.
Okay. We're gonna hit her again.
Okay. Go for it.
That's not super high. 15 to hit.
15 hits. Okay. Oh, barely.
Okay, that's fine. We're fine. We'll take it. That's only 8 points of damage, but I'm gonna stunning strike her again.
Nice.
Why not?
She rolls. Oh, and this time she fails. That's going to be 9.
Yes, she is stunned. I'm going to punch her one more time.
Well done.
That's a 27 to hit, so I assume that one hits.
27 does hit.
She's stunned in front of me?
Yes, she is.
Oh, she's about to be blasted.
And 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Beautiful. Okay.
And, yep, that's my turn.
Beautifully done, ma'am. Beautifully done. Next is going to be Carhale after. Oh no! Actually, at this point, you guys hear the sound of crushing stone as well as pounding footsteps rushing against the stone in the hallway as he comes up behind you. You see a tall Goliath. Carhale, this girl that's in here, you recognize her. Once you see her, you recognize that she is Goliath.
I can't see anyone.
Sorry. Never mind.
You did this to me, DM.
I'm sorry. You failed. You got a natural 1. You normally do well with con saves, so I was like, she'll be able to see. She'll be fine. And then no. Anyway, so this guy rushing all the way across this room here. He is barreling towards you, Carhale. Barreling towards. Let me move. Kanari is downstairs now. She is all the way out here in front of what's her name, and so is Z in front of what's her name. So then we have Azalea girl here. Carhale, you're in front of her, and this guy barreling towards you. So he's gonna make his attacks on you, Carhale. And you hear him mutter the words before he does so, actually. He's rushing toward and he goes, Mythbot, are you okay? And he rushes around the corner, swinging at you as he does so. That one's...
I did not get, up in melee range with her, for the record.
She hasn't done anything aggressive. That's fair.
I've not done anything aggressive.
That's true. he does see that Mithva is presently moving again on her own. So she's finally shaken it off because Kanari's turn ended. She will be turning to you and speaking to you, but this is happening kind of like once Kanari runs out, he's running in. It's happening very much at the same time. So she's going to, well, go ahead and give her, Karhali, remind me what you told her. You said, we're not enemies, basically. We're not here to fight. We're just trying to heal the blight. Mm-hmm.
And she said, let's all take a moment and we can talk this out, basically.
Yeah.
Let's stop fighting for a minute. We can talk this out.
Yeah. She goes, that's not, but she's about to say it when her brother rushes in, and he's okay, let's go. We'll just go ahead and roll for this. I'm going to see.
He's going to be unconscious.
Because the thing is, he's just like in battle zone. So he's just thinking, make an attack immediately.
I get it.
He's not really trying to intake what's going on around him. Okay. So with that in mind.
Also for the record, like I would not have like been holding up my weapon or anything if I'm saying that we're going to talk.
Yeah.
So I am visibly unarmed.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
I have my axe with me, but I'm not holding it.
He doesn't seem to be registering what's going on in the room. He's not this guy. Okay, so you see you don't see, but you smell this Goliath rushing in. He seems to have blue hyacinths like all across his head and going down his back in like a mane of flowers down his back. Both of them seem to be covered in like this greenish moss, and you can smell what seems to be like grass coming off of them. They smell like a valley, like a beautiful valley of flowers, somewhere you're familiar with vaguely. Not necessarily a specific location, just the concept of a valley filled with flowers. It smells beautiful. It smells like a fresh summer day. That's what they both smell like. It strikes you all of a sudden, Karhale, and you're not familiar with what these creatures are. But go ahead and roll me a nature check just as you're intaking this as they rush over. Nature or history would be acceptable. But
it doesn't matter. Like a 5.
And he throws up, okay, yeah, you have no idea. You're disoriented. You can't see them. You're blinded. A lot of this. And you were trying to like, hey, I'm not attacking. And she throws up a hand, the Azalea girl. She throws up a hand. Now you actually heard her name, Mithva. Mithva throws up her hand and she goes, no, brother. And the leg that was swinging in to kick you diverts and slams into the wall instead. And he yanks his leg out of the wall. This giant guy, he's kind of crouching here. He towers over you, Karhale. He's about 9 feet tall. He's hunching a bit over here. And he pushes his way through the door and grabs Mithva's shoulders. And he looks her up and down and he goes, you're hurt. Looks again at you and he pulls back a fist and Mithva goes, not her. And he's kind of stumped, like settles down again and looks out the window and she nods. He's going to take his action. He's going to dash and go out the window. So
are we not going to talk?
He goes, what would he say to that? He doesn't say anything. He jumps out the window. So he uses his very long speed because he's so tall and he's got a lot of speed here. But he lands outside the window and that's all he can do. So he lands there. That was his action. Bonus action for this guy. He might have one actually. He's going to rage. So he screams, just screams this like bear-like roar, very familiar to you, Karhale. It is a Goliath war cry. He lands on the ground and he's ready to tumble. He throws himself at Shy. What did you get for your initiative?
11.
11? Okay. You're going to be moving right after him. Actually, what's your dex compared to Karhale? You might go before her.
16.
Mine's 12.
Okay, yeah. So you'll go right before Karhale here. So Shy, you're on deck right now.
Can we, for my turn, can we take a break real quick and then?
Oh, good point. Thank you. Okay, so He lands on the ground, bonus action, rages. And you guys see the flowers starting to blow away from his hair and just adding themselves to a breeze that's flowing around. Yeah, Z, it's a very flowery looking Goliath standing in front of you. Next is going to be a break. So let's go ahead and pee and start with the shot's turn.
Hi dear. I'm
Hello.
making tea. It's probably a few rounds till my turn, right?
You are going to be a few rounds down.
Okay, so just start without me, and I'll be back in just a second. So,
what are you doing?
Yeah.
But if I press on the screen, disappear. I mean, that kind of works.
Or just put that over your notes, because you can scroll notes.
Yeah.
What's it called? Without having to click on it. Maybe you can scroll your notes down. Because you should be able to do that. Yep.
Interesting.
I think what I do is I stream the display, is what I do. Because I don't have everyone access to it.
Oh, that's actually working pretty well.
You should mute yourself.
You should mute yourself.
Thank you. Oh, just so you guys know, we're getting a new apartment. Yay! Yep.
Telling us that. Because this is the one where you're having to change out your couch, right?
What?
You're having to use a new couch.
Having to use a new couch?
Like get rid of yours and get a new one.
No. We just don't have a second bedroom or just space. Like it's just completely open. So.
Oh, okay.
We're moving to like a townhome rental, and that'll be beginning of September.
Gotcha.
So now y'all can come visit, and we actually have a bedroom that y'all can stay in and not feel like you're just sleeping over, you know.
Well, our lease is up in June, so we should be moving down there by July. So,
yeah. Nathan's just playing.
Yeah, Nathan said that they're moving down here.
This man getting people's hopes up.
Aaron's hopes up. She'll cry.
No, not actually, Karen. Nathan was just teasing.
The more I say it, the more likely Liz will cave.
Wait, we should get started again. If it's not, wait, is it for Holly's turn? No, it's
gonna be Shy's turn.
Oh,
or Holly will be on deck. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Shy.
Wait,
what'd you say? What'd you say, Jared?
I thought Carly already went.
No,
she's about to go.
Oh,
yeah. There was a bit of an interaction between her and the Goliath siblings, but not an actual turn. Okay, so Shy, to get things rolling, what are you gonna do on your turn? So you're presently probably about 100 feet out of the battle here. What would you like to do?
I'll run up and I'll see the dudes and be like, "Oh, cousins."
Okay, what's your movement speed?
40.
40? Okay, so you're gonna run up to the edge of this into this hallway here, and you're gonna have to use your dash to get all the way out here. But you'll make it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you'll get like maybe a little bit past her even. When you do, and you cry out.
Why am I going past her?
Not like past her. You're just like on the other side of her. Because you had more movement speed. Did you want to be farther? You could be closer to the door than the hole.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're fine with being closer to the hole?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so you rush in. Carhale is presently well, you can't see. You can't see them. So you actually don't know that they're cousins.
So is my cape just like destroyed?
Cape?
Yeah, I should be able to see again, right? Because the thing faded. What's it called?
What faded?
The vision in my head.
The vision is still there. All you see is a landscape. Presently, it's dusk wherever it is you're looking.
Oh.
Shy. You can consider this like you got a boon, but you have a curse of blindness.
Well, but I'm saying, how does that interact with because I should still be able to see, because it's not just my eyes.
The magic that's infesting the rope is not as strong as the magic that is blinding you right now. It's not just being blind. The robe might be able to like alleviate the fact that you're blind because it has eyes of its own, but you're not. That's not what's covering up your eyes right now. It's twofold. One, your eyes physically cannot see, and then two, you are being like forcibly given a vision of sight, like you are looking through the flame's eyes.
Yeah.
It is not. As long as this flame is in you, seemingly, you're gonna have the vision that it's giving you.
Okay, then I don't see them then. I'll just go.
You're kind of feeling your way along when you pass by a girl who smells like flowers. But Shy, you can go ahead and give me a nature check. Just a straight nature check.
Nature check?
Or history check, based on your experiences. See if you recognize what she smells like.
Nature will be a 4.
No idea.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I guess nothing then. I'm just, because I can't really see anything, so I don't think anything's really up or bad.
That's true. You do hear them some words that had been exchanged in Goliath. you had overheard Mithva, this girl, whoever this is, speaking to Karhale in Giant, and you understand it. Mm-hmm. So you did overhear her saying, hey, her saying, no, not her, and kind of directing her brother onward.
Oh, so I guess I will say cousin in Giant.
And she kind of gives you a looks between the two of you who seem blinded at the moment. She goes, what happened to you? Just kind of stunned. But that's going to be Shy's turn, I suppose. Karhale, you're up.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so you guys are trying to bring him back to his cousins because he's on a, little murdering spree. I think he's been infected with this blight that causes corruption of the soul, and we're going to heal him of it, but we need to use him for research. Can you please not kill him and or take him from us?
I wish I heard all that.
That was a whole spiel. She looks at you very confused, Karhale. She didn't understand half of the words you were saying. A lot of what you were saying in Goliath just doesn't probably translate, to an extent. But she's just kind of confused looking at you, and she just blinks. You can hear her intake of breath just hesitate. She goes, I'm sorry, I can't. And she's going, but that's all she says. She seems to turn her body, and you can hear her starting to shift her weight as she moves towards the window. But it's still your turn.
I'm going to... Oh. Because she doesn't seem to be doing this of her own volition. Not to take me to your manager, but can you take me to the one in charge so we can talk this out like civilized people then?
Her hair became really short, just around ear length for a second. And it changed from Karhale to Karen.
Miss Karhale, roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
I'm good at those. Oh, thank goodness it's at advantage. 19.
19. 19. You can hear her intake of breath as she seems to let out, it's somewhat of a sigh, but it's not necessarily a resigned sigh. She seems to be releasing tension all of a sudden, as though what you said is what she was waiting to hear. But she turns to you and she goes, follow me. And she turns and runs and is making her way towards the window.
I'm blind.
You hear her kind of pause, look back, and a confused, my voice, follow me.
To climb out of a window?
She looks back at you. There's this. She seems to be just moving in that direction, but she's like, you seem tough enough. Though you do look really beat up. She doesn't seem to be taking that into account.
Fine. I will do my best and try not to fall out of the window.
She's moving in that direction, but since it's not her turn, she won't move yet, officially at least. Next is going to be our friend who's stunned. So that's going to be Sylvana's turn. Next is Z. You wake up.
Oh.
Next to you, you just felt a gigantic creature, this Goliath, land, and it shook the ground that you're standing on, and he's breathing hard. He yelled out a war cry in that moment.
Is he not prone for jumping that far?
He is not prone from jumping that far at all. He landed. He doesn't even seem to have taken damage.
And he's right beside me. He's not like outside of melee range.
Not. You guys are pretty close to under the window right here.
So he's within melee range.
Yeah.
Which one am I in this? Oh, okay, I see.
You know what? He landed right on the outside of you. And so you're actually right out of melee with him. So you're actually okay.
Perfect. I'm gonna freaking shoot my cousin because I'm gonna look at her and be like, sooner or later, I would have dealt with you as well. And I'm going to, first of all, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast her 3 freaking times in the forehead.
Okay, go for it. You roll with advantage because she's stunned. She does struggle to say just a one word, and she goes. She's just gonna mutter cousin, like under her breath, cousin.
Oh, I hope you die miserably. All right, so the first hit is a 30.
30 definitely hits.
The second hit is a 28.
Hits.
The third hit is a natural 20 for a 31.
Amazing. Do all of the damage, please.
Okay, hold on. I really hope I mess her up. What is my dice? My phone is over here with my spell stuff. And now it's not turning up. There it goes. All right. D10.
A D10?
1, 2, 3, and then for the natural 21, do I just double one of the die? Or do I just roll it twice?
You go ahead and just roll the dice twice.
Okay.
Whatever the roll was for the one Eldritch Blast that had a D20.
Okay. So hold on, I gotta do math. Okay. And then it would I wouldn't add an extra actually, would I add an extra charisma modifier for the crit or no?
An extra charisma modifier for the crit?
Yeah.
No, you would just add the first one.
Okay.
Just the dice.
So that is 5 plus 6 plus 7 for 18 plus 9, which is 27, plus 15, which would be 42 points of damage to her.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang. You blast this woman within an inch of her life, and you can see, like, she stumbles back, and she's just holding on. Like, the full front of her body seems to be, like, smoking from this eldritch energy that's emanating off of her, and she looks blackened and beaten, like, terrible.
And I'm going to just say to her one more time, there's a reason why they called me Pasticco. And I'm going to step back, and I'm casting Fireball.
Okay, so you step away. How far?
I'm stepping back, and I'm stepping back far enough away, as far as I can go.
Okay. So with that, though, you used your action, and you can bonus action Fireball?
Yes, I can. It's with my Eldritch Invocation, Kiss of Mephistopheles.
Oh, yeah.
Bless her.
Yeah.
Crazy. crazy.
Let me. I wrote it down. I basically use as a bonus action, and as long as I have a spell slot, I get to cast Fireball with as a bonus action, as long as I hit one of my Eldritch Blast shots.
Yep. Okay, so you step back 30 feet, correct?
I'm gonna step back 30 feet, and I'm gonna set center, or can I have it to where Kanari is not in the blast?
Kanari, I would say if you're going to be hitting her, it's gonna hit Kanari. They're standing pretty much within melee range.
Bring it.
Kanari, you're gonna have to take this one. I'm so sorry.
We're lucky that Kanari doesn't have hair. I'm just kidding. No. You think she never let it grow out? No, I'm just kidding.
So yeah, I'm having fun here.
How many feet does that take up?
It is a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
So 40 feet diameter.
Amazing. Okay, so we have
Thank goodness I have my spell slots now.
a little bit bigger than that. So you're just gonna take them all, right?
Take them all.
Yeah,
take them all.
Question for you, because I want to ask you this. It doesn't specify in my in that invocation whether or not the spell slot, or sorry, not the spell slot, that fireball levels according to my spell slots.
I would say with the invocation, since it's not part of your spell slots,
because it technically.
Let me look at the invocation again. Kiss Mephistopheles. It does say cast it, but I would say, nah. I would say no. It would not. The fact that you can cast it as a bonus action is amazing in itself.
All right, I wanted to double check with you.
No worries. Thank you.
All right, because that would be really busted if that was the case, because then it would be a 5th level spell.
Dang.
But yeah, so it's a dexterity save and throw on everyone in there.
Okay, everybody rolls. He's gonna roll. He has advantage. And let me double check it actually. Yeah. Okay. So he rolls. He rolls a dirty 20 to jump out of the way.
Dang it! That just
and
barely.
She fails automatically.
Perfect. All right. Oh, that was a little lower. 30 points of damage, fire damage.
Nice.
30 points. Amazing. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and take 15, and she's going to take all of it. You see her collapse to the ground. She doesn't burn up in flames, but she does collapse to the ground.
Wow, sibling or cousin on cousin action.
I'm gonna, as my last whatever, I'm gonna basically tell the other guy, either you end up like her, or you can work for me.
Oh, interesting. Roll me an insight check. He does not answer because he doesn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, he does not answer, but roll me an insight.
16.
16. Okay, you can tell. He looks at you, squints his eyes a bit, and doesn't understand you. He doesn't speak your language.
Her.
Okay, roll me. Okay, roll me performance to see if he can understand you. A performance in combat is rare. I love
14.
A 14.
Yeah.
Kanari, by the way, you're on deckish. A 14. Yeah. He raises his eyebrows. He's still huffing and puffing because he's like, and he's still raging. You can tell he gets what you're saying, but it doesn't seem to change anything for him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny. You hear him actually say, he mutters under his breath. And you don't understand what he says. Karhale, roll me perception check. See if you can hear from where you're at.
We can't hear you.
11?
You hear him saying, "You of all people, no, not that easy." But he says that under his breath. Next is going to be Mithva. So Mithva jumps out of the window at this point. She runs as she turns to you and is like, "Follow me, follow my voice." And she turns and runs. But as she gets to the edge of the window and she's about to jump and she's kind of turning to see if you're following her, Karhale, she goes, "Ah!" As an explosion erupts from below. She goes, "Brother!" And she jumps out the window. So she has a lot of movement. Okay, so she's gonna back off. She used 20 to get to the window. She's gonna back off again 10 feet, and she's gonna take a running leap out of the window. And Karhale, as she does so, you can hear her whisper a word under her breath. And this one is not necessarily a word in Giant so much as a name in Giant. And you hear her whisper the word, and roll me a history check, actually. But she backs off and whispers the word, if I can find the name. She goes, "Ayalas, carry me." And she runs forward and leaps out the window. But Ayalas, what is your history check? You can roll it with advantage because this is your culture.
Okay. 16.
Okay. You recognize the name. It's a name of one of the Vodir.
What are the Vodir?
Wait.
That's
not one of the 5, though.
She's not one of the. He's not one of the big 5. So sorry, the Vodir, the 5 you guys. That's kind of for your tribe. There's more Vodir. There's more spirits. There's more spirits in that, but they're kind of the big 5 that your people kept close to. So this is one of the lesser known Vodir. Generally, you guys would consider them to be the less powerful Vodir. So where the other ones probably, well, you wouldn't know too much about this one so much, but being that she's not part of the big 5, it's a lesser known and probably less powerful. And as she jumps forward with Ayalath's blessing, assumedly, you can see lightning starting to crackle over her arms and over her legs. As she leaps through the air, she jumps very far. So she's going to jump about, let's see if she can actually make it from this edge. I'm going to measure it. So she's going to take that running leap out of the edge, and she's going to go for 30 feet through the air. And she's going to not quite make it to you. You're right out of range, see? but she knows it was you, and she's leaping towards you. Okay, so she's got a 30-foot leap there, and she's got a lot of movement. So she's going to run all the way over here to the edge here to leap. It's kind of like a weird setup here. But she's going to leap. Oh, that's farther than that, actually. So she's going to make it down. She's going to land. Where is she going to land? Okay, so instead, she's going to go ahead and land on Kanari instead of you because she knows she can't reach you from there. So she's going to go ahead and take a running jump and leap to you, Kanari. So she's going to make an attack on you. You're going to make an acrobatics check, contest it to see if you can get out of the way because you can hear her coming down. $19. She comes down with a acrobatics. Oh, she got a 25.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So she slams into you. You move out of the way as fast as you can, but she falls like a hammer from the sky so fast. And as she slams into you, she's going to do additional damage. So the 2d6 of the fall damage there, like you had done to the cleric before. She's also going to be doing an additional 2d6 of lightning damage to you.
Okay.
Let's see. Fall damage, lightning damage. Okay. So you take 7 points of lightning damage, 8 points of bludgeoning damage just from the hit, but she's also going to be making this attack on you at the same time.
Okay.
So she's going to be making this to hit. That's a 19 to hit. Does not hit, correct?
No.
And then she's going to be making yeah, she has multiple attacks though. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
That one hits.
And she's going to leave it at that. So with that 25, that hits. So you took that initial damage. This is going to be her actual battle damage here. Oh, terrible. Sorry, that's just going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage from her kick. She's going to go ahead and pour stun into you, though.
Oh, boy. I don't like fighting monks. It's kind of sucky. Thank you.
Now you know what it feels like.
What am I rolling? Con save, right?
Side note, she's a lot smaller than her brother. She's probably about a foot smaller. She's only 8 feet.
Oh, I just threw my dice.
Oh, only 8 feet.
Yeah.
What?
Only 8 feet.
Pretty good. That's a 18.
18. Okay, with an 18, you do pass the save.
Cool.
And with that in mind, you still get knocked prone though because of her tumble hill ability.
Okay.
It's called her tumble ability. So anyone she kicks with a melee can just go down no matter what.
Wow.
So with that, she's going to go ahead and break away from you, and she's going to run off to fight Z. Kanari, do you want to use an opportunity attack?
Yes, I do.
Okay. As she moves away, you swing to attack her, but she turns to you and like blocks out of the way. She uses her mobile feat, which allows her to not be attacked as she made an attack on you. She moves fast.
Okay.
She rushes on towards Z, and she's going to go ahead and... No, she's not going to run towards Z. I'm sorry, Z. She'll come and attack you later, but she looks to her brother, and she looks down toward the fallen Sylvana, and she rushes to Sylvana. So she's going to go ahead and...
Is Sylvana alive?
Seemingly she's down and unconscious, at least. Why are you doing this?
She about to be dead shortly.
Okay. Why will you not work?
Zimmit's about had it with his extended family.
Sorry, guys. I think my owl bear is just fritzing. So I'm just going to do this verbally.
If you're going to tell me, I can try to do it myself.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you can move, I can't, like, for some reason, I'm not able to move them. But if you can move her down to the cleric symbol, thank you. Yeah, so she just hovers over her, and she's going to go ahead and check her and plausibly stabilize her. And as she does so, she's going to dump a greater healing potion into this woman. She is still alive, seemingly.
What?
Canary, back away.
So
she's bro.
6, 7, 10 plus 4, 14.
Wow.
So she has 14 HP back. And she uses that as her action. You know what? She will not be able to do that with her action because she already used her. So I'm gonna say she's gonna burn a key point to use her flurry of blows. Oh no, she can't do that anyway. Never mind. So yeah. So she can't do that right now. She rushes over to her side and she's standing protectively over her. So she can't give her the healing yet. And so she seems to be hovering over her at the moment. She turns outward and she kind of shoulders up next to her brother here. And she points to you, Z. She goes, no, she doesn't say anything. She just shoulders up next to her brother, and they seem like a united front here. Next is going to be George.
George.
Which one's George?
I'm sorry. George is presently
Chimera.
I'm like, this is kind of me. The Chimera is still presently enjoying his meal within the ruins. He has not come out yet, and he has not been given any new information. So yeah, we'll just leave him in here for now. Canary, it is now your turn.
Okay. Okay, so where am I? Okay, I'm just gonna hit the big purple guy in front of me because why not? So I'm gonna take a swing. I'm actually going to.
She's down, by the way.
Oh,
who's down?
This one's down, right?
No, that's the big brother.
Oh, that's the big one. This is the one that's down.
By the way, they look very similar, Z. Beyond the fact that he's giant and he's a male, like he looks like they look like twins.
Sure. Interesting. I'm gonna pull out my my baby dark sword and I'm gonna swing at the one guy.
Dark one.
Okie dokie.
Oh gosh, I just rolled. Hold
on. You swing at him. Go ahead, make that a talk.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna roll. Ooh, 20. No. 22 to hit.
20 hits. 22 hits.
All right, I'm going to pump an extra D12 necrotic damage into this because I need some healing.
Okay.
Mama needs some healing. So that's going to be a total of 9 plus 15 points of damage to him.
Okay, so how much was the necrotic?
6.
6. Okay, he takes 6. And then what is the bludgeoning?
9.
9. Okay, so he takes half of that rounded down. So he's going to take 10 overall.
Okay. And then what am I doing? Technically my katana is slashing, but I don't think it matters for that point. But, you know.
It does not.
Yeah. Okay, so then I'm going to do I'm going to stunning strike him, if I can, please. He probably will pass. I can imagine his con is kind of crazy, but...
He does pass. He rolls like a 27.
Fun times. Okay. Well, I'm going to hit him again because why not?
How much damage was for this? Oh, that was for the katana strike, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
continue.
So I'll hit him again with my katana. Well, no, apparently
he like kind of just stands there and takes it in a sense as he's just watching you, and you slash up against his broad, like rocky chest.
I'm gonna
just staring down at you.
I took out my chaos.
Rocky.
I took out my chaos staff. I'll just smack him across the kneecaps with it one-handed, so less damage. But I'm still just gonna. It's psychic damage.
That's
so
a very Isabel thing to do. Smack his kneecaps. Kneecap him.
Smack the kneecaps. Okay, roll a hit.
23 to hit.
23 hits, definitely. Roll that damage.
So
you said it's less damage because it's not two-handed anymore?
It's a 1d6, but it's where's my Canary dice? Okay, here we go. But I got a 6. So 6 plus 6, 12 psychic damage. Booyah.
So that's gonna be 3 plus 12 psychic damage.
No, but it's all psychic damage.
It's all psychic damage. Oh, that is nice.
Psychic damage.
Okay.
12 psychic damage, and I'm gonna try stunning strike once more for good measure.
Okay, stunning strike again. And he passes.
Okay, I'm gonna punch him.
He has to roll really low for that.
That's a 15 to hit.
Okay, so wait, 1, 2, third attack, correct?
Yes, I'm just punching.
Okay. How many key points are you at right now?
I'm at 8, but I got a couple back because when I take 10 points of damage, I get a key point back.
Okay, good.
So I think I got at least 1 back, and I've only done stunning strike a couple times. So that will, yeah. I've been keeping track. So
no, you're fine. I'm just like reiterating.
Yes, ma'am. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to back off a little bit. So I'm gonna back off, like, I don't know.
And your mobile feet, he cannot make an attack on you. So lovely for you. Very lovely. He also, for one of those attacks, he uses his Stone's Endurance, and he's going to remove some of the damage.
Wow.
And he's going to remove a d12 plus some of damage. It doesn't roll too high, but that's going to be 8 points of.
That's still pretty good. I only got 6 back on mine, so.
Well.
Yep, that's my turn. DM, I've got about almost 30 minutes, a little less than 30 minutes left, by the way.
Okay, got it. Unfortunate. Okay, so next is going to be Kanari. Now it's his turn. So Kanari, how far did you go?
I'm gonna say I probably went the full 60 feet because why not?
You only have 30 because you just stood up.
Oh, you're right. I went the full 30 feet.
Okay. So I'm gonna see if my owlbear works now. Oh, thank you, Z. Okay, so that's going to yeah. I'll just need you to run it because it's not. I might need to just exit out and go back in. But okay. So with that in mind, you go ahead and rush forward and 30 feet away from the guy. And he's going to turn to her and he looks down. And then he nods to himself. It's a very silent communication going on here. Nods to himself, and then he turns to you guys, and he barrels after both of you. So he pounding against the ground as he runs after the two of you. He's going to go ahead and make his attacks. He's going to take his attacks not on you, Kanari, in this moment. He's going to make his first attacks on Z. So he's going to crash into Z right now. Z does a does a dirty 20 hit.
Entropic ward.
Entropic ward? What does it do?
I give disadvantage.
Oh, okay. So I'll roll again. It's higher this time. Still dirty.
Sucks.
And he's going to make his second attack as well. So he actually we'll roll that damage first. So he makes this attack here. This is going to be with his timber kick. So this is going to be a and since he has a brawler feat, it's going to be 1d4 plus his strength, his damage here. But he's going to do it to bring you down. So that's 6 points of bludgeoning damage. That's plus his rage damage. So 8 points. 9 points of bludgeoning damage slams into the side of you. And you go down. You are now prone. He's going to make his second attack on you.
What is it with them and being knocking people prone?
These kicks, they're just so strong. It slams into you. It feels like concrete that just slams into you, and you can do nothing but fall. You are brought down by his timber kick. So he's going to go ahead and this time with advantage does that one's a natural 20. So this time he's using his hand axe here as he slams down. Not his hand axe, his great axe. So his first one is his unarmed attack so that he can bring you down, his timber kick. And now he comes at you full blown with his axe. So with that in mind, natural 20. He's going to roll the dice twice, but the rage is only added on once. Let's see. Okay, that's D12. I can find my dice. Okay, it's going to be 28 points of slashing damage.
I am down.
Okay, unconscious. He holds back to leave you unconscious but not dying. So he doesn't want you dead. So he is not trying to do complete death damage on you.
Utter annihilation.
Utter annihilation. So that's going to be his 2 attacks, and he's going to use his bonus action. He's going to use his frenzied bonus action, since he's a berserker, to do bonus action attack on you, Kanari. Actually, will he? Yeah.
Bring it, baby.
He's not going to use his bonus action for that. Instead, he turns to you, Kanari, and bends down, like doesn't even crouch down that far, but he grabs Z and uses his bonus action to grapple him. So he has him in a headlock, or not so much a headlock, and just more like arms under his arms, dragging him away. So that's a bonus action. So he's going to go ahead and just move away from you, Kanari. And he does not have the mobile feat, so you can still attack him. Yeah.
Bonus
go ahead and roll that attack.
What? Oh. That's an 18 to hit.
18 to hit does hit. Roll that damage.
I'm going to try to stunning strike him. I know it's not going to be good, but I'm trying to keep
it. We'll see. He might roll badly. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Sorry, Z, you're dead. No, I'm just kidding. 5 plus 6, 11 points of psychic damage.
11 points. Okay. So he starts to drag away, and you add 11 points of psychic damage to his damage. And he doesn't even seem to look at you, Kanari. He's just looking away and seems to be focused on his mission here, whatever that mission is. And with that, Karhale. Oh, Shy, it is now your turn. You saw the girl, you didn't see. You heard the girl run and jump out the window here. Karhale, you're on deck. You guys are both reacting to her jumping out the window.
But I couldn't really see it happen, right?
You couldn't see it, but you could hear her running past you. You felt the brush on your shoulder, and you could hear her jumping out and landing.
Okay. Okay, I'll go. Because I still haven't seen any real threat from these guys. They're just being a little weird.
You can hear fighting going on outside, though. You can hear it, but you're not really sure what's going on. That is true. So you're not sure who or where to attack.
Mm-hmm. I'll have Jen guide me.
Okay, come over here. Here's the window. Oh, you know what? It looks like they're fighting these two beautiful creatures. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but they're made of flowers. And it looks to be, and she's going to describe you the whole scene. So she verbally gives you a description of what's going on. Karhali, you can hear this too.
I'll jump out the window, I guess.
Okay. Where do you want to go? Because Jen can try to advise where to jump.
I mean, just straight to the ground?
Okay. Yeah, so you jump down. Are you trying to get close to the cleric that is presently down, the cousin? Or are you trying to get close to Z and Konari? Because you could try to jump out in one direction or the other.
I could get that far from...
I would say with a running jump, you can. You'll be able to clear up to your half of your strength modifier.
I don't know if Shy would necessarily be confident enough to jump out.
Like wild blind. That's a fair point, actually. I mean, you're not going to get hurt because like, I would say you're not easily damaged like that, because you're made out of stone.
Yeah. I'll just jump straight down. It's fine.
Okay. So you jump down. You're pretty close to where the cleric and them are. So you can be out here. Yeah, past there. Thank you. And so you land and you hear an intake of breath. And the girl mutter, "Stay back."
Wait, I thought she was down.
The Sylvana is down, but Mithva is up.
Mithva's the one on the left?
Mithva is the flowers. She's the azalea girl. Yeah.
On the left.
I'm saying the pink one, not the purple one.
This one right here.
Oh.
This is my cousin that's down.
Oh, got it. Okay. I'll just be like, "Oh, hello, who are you guys?"
Roll persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Persuading of anything. 11.
In 11, I would say she's not going to explain too much to you, but she goes, "I am Mithva Skycolor of the Floritua tribe, and we are here to take him." And she looks over in Z's direction, and that's all she says.
Well, I'm assuming by the subtle change in the direction of your voice that you were pointing towards Z. But,
that should be psychic damage.
Fine. What'd you say?
So that should have been psychic damage.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. He's our friend, but you are friends too, so that's fine if you take him.
I am not your friend.
I mean, we're all kind of friends if you think about it.
Roll me a
Why do you want to take him?
Oh, she goes, "You are odd." She seems a little like just kind of hesitant, almost like thrown off that you're not like attacking and stuff, because she was like tense, but she's relaxing a little bit. She goes, we take him back to, and she's saying this all in giant, by the way. So Karhali, you understand. Kanari, you do not. Z, you do not. There, you see Shy seems to be interacting with the Azalea girl up ahead. You're unconscious, never mind. But yeah, so she goes, we take him back to wherever she tells us.
Oh, well, where'd she tell you to take him back?
She seems even more wrong-footed, and she's like, and you can hear the scuffling of her feet as she straightens a little bit and lowers her hands from her fighting stance. And she's just like, I don't know, maybe back to their home.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. We can just go back with you guys. We can all go.
Oh, that would be very helpful, yes. I didn't really want to hurt any of you. We just wanted him. And she's saying this to you, and she's kind of relaxing in front of you right now. But that's going to be as much as you can really interact with for your turn. Next is going to be Karhale.
It's me. I've been waiting so long.
Karhale, you hear this from
my goodness.
below, and you're creeping up to the window side here.
Yes.
You jump down.
Well, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna jump down. I don't know where I'm landing. It's gonna be fine.
You land on top of her and kill her.
I would say blind Karhale cannot jump on top of a silent individual.
I'm just gonna say, watch out, and I'm jumping down.
Yeah.
So I
you're
don't
not
land on
aiming
anybody.
necessarily. Shy and the girl can move out of the way as much as they need to wherever you land. So you land somewhat next to them. And go ahead. Actually, both Shy and Karhale, you guys are only going to take go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw for your guys' jumps to the ground because you guys are blind.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Is it at disadvantage because I'm blind?
No, this
is
is
just making you say because I'm blind.
Just the fact that you're jumping. Like if you could see, you wouldn't roll. 17. Shy?
19.
Yeah, you guys are fine. No damage taken. You guys land. You're tough cookies. But you do land nearby, and you can hear some very low breathing, and then some thicker breathing, I suppose, like more pressured breathing.
Okay. I'll say to Kanari, guys, can we stand down for 2 seconds and have a civilized conversation? And I'll say the same thing again in Goliath to the other two. Do I recognize the tribe name that she mentioned? I'm guessing it's an Alethi tribe?
Roll me a history check. Yeah, roll me a history check. This will just be a straight history. Well, roll with advantage because
I was going to say, because with Hakon being involved with the Council of Valleys, I hear a lot about the tribes.
It's true.
Okay. History?
Mm-hmm.
An 18.
Oh, that's very much more than you needed. Well done. You do recall back during some stories told, you remember hearing about a tribe of Goliath descended of hill giants, and beautiful, beautiful tribe of Goliath. They were known for the flowers that made up their hair, and that's what you remember Jen describing to you when she gave the verbal description of the battleground here. And you realized in that moment that these people, and the floor toe, once she says it, it strikes that chord even further. And you do recall this tribe was wiped out. They were completely overtaken by another tribe. Trying to put a finger on it. With an 18, though, you can remember. And let me pull up the name. But you recognize the name because you kind of... Actually, no. Roll me an intelligence check. See if you remember.
Oh, intelligence. I don't like intelligence very much. Okay. 15?
15? Nice. Hold on. I'm going to have to pull up an old page.
I think the main thing that I was looking for in that was, are these people hostile to
your tribe?
Yeah. Or to like the the side, because I know there's some issues between the Alethi side of the mountains of Goliaths and then the Kellen side of the mountains Goliaths.
Oh yeah,
so I was trying to figure out which side they were on.
The separation there had been from your past interaction with one of the Alethi tribes of Goliath. You remembered him calling you cowardly and basically like saying you weren't even Goliath enough to call yourself Goliath. Like that was kind of the interaction you'd had before from someone known as actually, I don't know if you spoke to the chief actually, but if you recall, Thavanoff.
I do. That's the one I was thinking of.
Of the Kalukigo tribe. The Kalukigos is the tribe that wiped out the Floritua within your guys' verbal histories that have been exchanged between the tribes and just going along the gossip trail. You guys had overheard about their being almost entirely decimated years ago. Back when you were a little girl, probably, is when you heard this. Maybe when you were 8, something like that. But you thought that they were dead. Like, from those stories, it seemed like they were gone.
There was something else that you were going to tell me about.
That was basically it. The Kalukigo tribe was that connection to Thavanoff. So you remember that he's the chief.
Can you say the tribe name one more time?
Wipe them up. Kalukigo is his tribe, and her tribe was the Floritua.
Wait, they're from different tribes? They look like identical?
No. The Kalukigo is the tribe that wiped theirs out.
Oh, I see.
And I had a previous interaction with the chieftain from the Kalukigo that wiped out these people's tribe. It was honestly at the Al-Shafer estate for that auction.
With all that in mind, recalling that interaction from way back when, Karhale, I would say you have enough information to gather without a roll or anything that Thavanoff was there selling Goliath slaves at that auction. You assume probably the Floritua weren't necessarily wiped out so much as completely enslaved. So they've probably been filtered throughout the Alethi slavery market. So with that in mind, yeah.
Man, that is some rage brimming up. Okay. Right. Okay, so if everybody can cool it for 2 seconds, I'd like to have a conversation with you. And I'm assuming you don't particularly care to be under their orders, and kind of, I'm not really sure where the person is that she was taking me to, but I didn't get very far in my diplomatic training. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so everybody, if we can stop fighting and we can talk, it will be fine.
Roll me a persuasion check, but that'll end your turn.
Yes, that is fine. Okay. Thank goodness. 22.
22. Very good. Next in the lineup, though, is Sylvana, who was actually not even fully... Well, actually. So because of her clerical abilities, she does have Death Ward, and she had cast it upon herself previous to the fight. So when she went down and unconscious, she actually dropped to 1 hit point instead, and she kind of just played dead on the floor for a little while. So now you see her sitting up, and she goes, in very bad Goliath, and she goes, "They won't listen to you. I own them." And she casts Heal upon herself and gives herself 70 hit points.
Res me, guys. Res me.
We don't have heal. We don't have heal, Zimmit. We don't have nothing like that. Fine.
She casts Heal on herself.
Dang it. Guys, this sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like this. Anyway.
It's just her, really.
She stands up, looks at the other two, and she goes, "You have your orders. Might as well just do away with the collateral." And she turns and starts, and she's going to go ahead and take her movement and move away 30 feet going toward the chasm.
Well, she was prone, right? So she could only go 15 feet.
You're right. Thank you for reminding me. She was prone. She stands, and she can only go about 15 feet. You are correct.
This is bummery.
So is this the way towards the chasm?
Yes. So she's going to be moving, southward there. With that, she does turn as well and use her bonus action. Oh, let me pull up her sheet again. We're going to use her bonus action to not cast a spell because she already used her spell to heal herself. And she'll go ahead and just use her bonus action to Sacred Flame you in from a distance. She's going to do it while she's walking away, and she's going to turn back and Sacred Flame you, Karhale.
Great.
So go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw. This is not an area effect, so you do not have a...
Yeah, I was checking.
You're good.
That's only a 14.
14 does not pass. That's going to be 18 points of Sacred Flame damage. Of radiant damage.
Right?
Yeah.
Guys, I really thought getting Zimit was going to be one session, maybe two. This is our third session here, and it's not even close to being...
Who says we're even going to get him?
It's okay. It's okay. This is going to be... that's going to be her turn, and...
You know what we could have done, Shy? If
I
we
could have
let
killed
into
her.
the tapestry, we could have all just rested there for the night and then come out.
Yeah, that's what I thought we had planned to do, but then he wouldn't let Zimit in.
I was like, okay.
As a note, even if you guys had left, they would have been coming because they were coming right behind Pasticcio.
But
so this is because Pasticcio had
the thing.
That's true.
They could have rested hidden in the tapestry. They're not going to know it's a rug.
That is fair.
I mean, that's our best guess. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Like it is what it is.
They might have taken it with them, and then
they might have tried to destroy it. Who knows? So like, it is a risk. You know,
it's all a risk. But yes. So with that, that's going to be Z's turn. Z, roll me a death saving throw.
Roll a natural 20, Jared.
I sent it to you.
Thank you. Next is going to be Mithra.
How many is that you've rolled?
Just one.
I've only rolled one.
Mithra is going to look at you, Karhale. Karhale, are you still up?
Yeah, I'm still up.
Okay, good. Yeah, she looks at you, Karhale, and she seems torn because what you said spoke a lot. And she turns and says in Goliath, still, because this seems to be the only language she speaks. She goes, "Mistress, we should take you away from here. It would be safer if we just took him and left. They are difficult to deal with." And she's going to roll a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Oh. The Sylvana turns back. She goes, "I don't care. I just want to bring him to my father. Leave them behind." And she moves forward. And she snaps to Vomith, and she goes, "Come." And he seems to turn. His rage seems to start to dim. like his breathing starts to slow a bit here. But he seems to be turning in her direction rather. Yeah,
Oh, boy.
That's going to be his turn. Mithva looks at Karhale and shakes her head, and she's going to start to move in the direction of.
Before she moves away, can I say as quietly as I can to her, do you want us to kill her? Would that set you free?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Aaron, roll good. Roll like you've never rolled before.
Okay. 22.
Okay. You say it under your breath. She turns to you, and there's a bit of a twisted smile on her lips. She goes, we already tried that. It doesn't work. And then her hands, she goes, she sees that you can't see, and she's gonna verbalize and say, I have a collar that will kill us both if she dies. And she goes, stay back, please. And she turns around and goes in the direction of Solana.
Is Shy able to hear that?
Shy does hear that. And you can understand Giant, so.
DM, I hate to be a buzzkill, but I don't think we're going to resolve this in the next couple minutes, seeing as we have
okay.
to down.
With that in mind, we can go ahead and end here and take up their next turn. Next time. But we'll start with the order after Mithva's turn here.
I don't want to kill oh gosh.
Next is going to be Kanari starting the turn. So consider what you'd like to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Around this time, you guys do see a large griffin like bust down the front doors of the sanctuary there. But he doesn't leave yet. It's just busted down, and you guys can see George puffing out with like blood dribbling down his chin, and maybe like 10 bodies behind him.
That's insane.
There's a bunch of bodies in there. You guys can't quite tell how many, but with that, we'll go ahead and end, and we'll pick up here next turn. Hopefully my owl bear will work better next time, but we'll see. I'll end the live stream.